Years, big fan, Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all other fans is cool too, but you're all welcome. You're all, yo, what's good with y'all, man? It's big fan, Breezy. And, it was a USA game today, so I kind of wanted to, what I mean, talk about it because, again, I like, and earlier today, actually, with a coworker, we was talking about the team, and we was talking about how all of them got their names, and one, the dream team, the redeem team, and I was saying that I called it the come up. Maybe pause. Maybe we could find a better name for it, but the come up. These are all of the players that's supposed to be on the rise. And what I wanted to also say is, I think because of the antics that went on outside of basketball with John Morant, we have missed one of the. I think John Morant becomes on a USA team. I think John Morant will be on a USA team dunking like Vince Carter was dunking or something to that impact or effect in this USA tournament. But because of the antics that happened with John Morant is the reason why we don't get John Morant on the USA team. That's my hot take that make the world shake. I don't know, man. How y'all feel about that? Do y'all think it's a stretch, or do y'all think that what I'm saying? I got some validity for me saying that. I think John Morant could have been on this USA team. All of the players, when you look at them, they all on the rise. I don't know how else to say it, Leak. You know what I'm saying? That shit just sound wild, man. Shout out to Leaf, Leak, and Sixes Off Frauds. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat for y'all, man. But real shit, bro. We gonna get into some of these highlights because what I wanted to talk about was Cam Johnson, and seeing him out there. You know what I'm saying? He actually out there hooping. You know what I mean? Hooping for real. And he's somebody that I think is getting overlooked. It's a lot of talk about what Mikal Bridges is going to do and how he's going to be the man on the Brooklyn Nets. And, I just don't think a lot of people are shining a light on my guy. And this was a close game. We wound up winning at the end, but this was a close game. Um, Shout out to my guy Leaf in the building. Yo, what up, Leaf?
It was a close game, but I need to listen before we get into that. I need to address something, bro. Like I need to
Talk,
know an
talk to
answer
me.
to a question, bro. Like how could you be a
Okay.
how could you be a fan of a team that been around like light years, 40, 50 years before like a lot of our existences, and for that decade and for many decades they've been either in the shitter or in the bottom, and then when y'all finally win a playoff series, bro, like after 10 years, y'all start showing y'all asses. Let me let all y'all Knicks fans know something, bro.
Talk
I'm
your
gonna let
shit,
all y'all
brody.
know.
You
I'm
got
gonna
a
let all
place for
y'all know
that too,
something
man.
right now, man. I'm gonna let all y'all know something right now, and I know the video is gonna be heard. I'm gonna let all you niggas know something, man. Listen,
Talk
y'all
to.
are the weak. Y'all always have been. It's never gonna change, bro. Y'all could win a championship in the next 300 days. It's y'all still gonna be the
Mm-hmm.
Knicks. Y'all gave out a buddy contract, man, to a little itty bitty nigga, man, that knows somebody, bro. That's what had
Uh-huh.
happened, bro. Stop trying to mix it up. And as far as your man's goes, the other day telling me that Josh Hart could average 14 points and he did it in 53 games and not in 65, which is supposed to be the bare minimum. And we holding on and we holding on. And we still got somebody on the
Yeah.
roster that is etched himself in a part of NBA history that nobody else, that only one other person has etched that himself in, and that's Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
So don't tell me about who could do this and who could do that. I know who the Knicks are because I've seen them more years than I've seen the Nets. The Nets only been in Brooklyn for 10 years, and we've had the disastrous other 25 years of seeing the Knicks in my lifetime. So
Yeah.
leave me. So miss me with all of that whole. With yo, y'all gonna do this, y'all gonna do that, bro. Tom Thibodeau gonna run through y'all, man, like a knife through butter.
Uh-huh. Yo, I want to answer that question about League Bremer. He says, Breezy, would you rather have Jalen Brunson or Bridges to keep it a buck? I'd rather have Mikal Bridges, and I'm gonna tell you why. And for one, when Mikal Bridges was on the same team with Jalen Brunson on Villanova as a rookie, he was the main perimeter defender there, and he realized there was other things he could do besides score the ball. Because a lot of times, and I've seen this in an interview, he explains you be the top scorer coming out of high school, but that might not be the role you got to play in the system that the coach run to play basketball. You feel what I mean? So Mikal Bridges was doing other things to explore his game besides score the ball when he was a rookie, and when he was a senior, he won again with Jalen Brunson, and he led his team in Villanova in points. Jalen Brunson was a close second, but Mikal Bridges led that team in points. So these are the reasons, and I'm not being biased, League Bremen. I hope I'm answering your question. Not only that, when you watch their career, you know that he kind of went back to or reverted back to being the 3-and-D player when he started with the Suns. And now he's getting back to where he's going to be the number one guy. This is all deja vu for Mikal Bridges. He won a championship in college. He going to win a championship with the Brooklyn Nets, man. And
Well,
I got no knock on Jalen Brunson to say why not him, but these are the reasons why I am choosing Mikal Bridges. Feel what I mean?
and to add to that, I think Jalen Brunson, with everything with all of the success that the Knicks had in the past season, I think Jalen Brunson, man, like just got bigger shoes to fill, being that it's the Knicks. The Nets right now don't have the allure that the Knicks have, simply because they've been in New York longer.
Right.
It's just that simple. With everything that Mikal is coming into this season, it's all set up for a team based society where it's like every spot fills a
Yeah.
spot, and every
Yeah.
weakness fills a weakness, and every
Uh-huh.
juncture fills a juncture. Like on
Yep.
nights, he doesn't have to be. We're coming into a team, barring health. He doesn't have to be the best scorer that night. He could lean on the defense. He could be Suns Mikal one night.
Yo, you
He could
see
be
me kicking
Villanova
it.
Mikal one night. You
Yo,
know what I'm saying?
you see me kicking it with chill. I was watching you with chill for chill. I mean, not chill for chill, chill with chill on his show, Chill Town Hoops.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I was in the I was watching y'all on the panel, and y'all was going
I
back and
saw you.
forth. Y'all had a real interesting conversation. So I
We
was
was
there for
talking
that.
about. I think we was talking about Giannis versus AD.
Yeah, you was
Uh,
talking about how Giannis played.
better player versus playing better.
Right.
I had yeah. So
Right.
I
But no,
had
no, hold on. Oh shit! Shout out to Big Ox Bob. Yo, shout out to Big Ox Bob, man. Listen, just so you know, let me just put this out there. This for you too, Leaf. What I want to do, I changed the platform on my page, right? And I'm just
uh,
getting this out there just because I was going to hit y'all up in regular and tell y'all, um, the platform is me, Big Fan Breezy, and I want to get into why I'm a fan of everybody else too. You Leaf, where I could get a space where I interview you and you just talk about how you fell in love with the basketball in Brooklyn Nets. That just the whole, you know what I'm saying, interview. We could set it up how you want to set it up. We could plan it how you want. We could do it on the fly. You know how we do. Shout out to Big Ox, same for you. You know what I'm saying? I seen you got something called Oxtails. I tapped in for that. That was fire. Shout out to you. Go subscribe to Big Ox page. But before I lose my train of thought, I was with Chilltown Hoops, and I'm like, yo, I think that Cam Thomas, because I seen you say he wasting away on the Brooklyn Nets bench. I seen that clip you posted. So he like, yeah, I said it. So I was like, well, I feel different because, he got better with media. He just had an interview. And if you're a Cam Thomas fan, you know that he is someone that shy away from the camera if it don't have nothing to do with basketball. He's not really a media guy, but his media presence got better. You know how to answer questions. He's direct, and the guy who interviewed him couldn't do a better job. And like that was the best interview I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? One of those.
definitely,
And
definitely.
I'm saying that to say to get to what we talking about, Leaf. Mikal Bridges could be a great two-way player with Cam Thomas scoring 25 points per game. And I'm saying that because Cam Thomas said it in an interview. The dude asked him, his name is Shoes, the Shoes Show. He subscribed to his
Right.
page. Dude was like, yo, Cam Thomas, if you was the man and you was be able to have a ball when you want, how much you think you average in this league? He said 25 easy. 25 easy? Like what? So I believe it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say if Cam Thomas is averaging 25, that alleviates the offensive obligation that Mikal Bridges has, and he can focus on the defensive side of the ball and impact the winning with the Brooklyn Nets like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think yeah. In terms of like, I seen that interview. I watched it in its totality the other day,
yeah,
and I admire the confidence. I think he was just answering the question probably look like more confidently in his own way. But I had different aspects as far as the team, and I think we have such a deep team. I don't know if you caught the episode of PC the other day. They had us as an A+ bench, along with the Celtics and the Lakers. You know, so
what?
and just in terms of like we because Bobby had an episode on a PC with the panel the other day.
Yeah,
The top benches coming into the season, and
okay,
we outside of the Celtics and the Lakers, we were the only other team that had an A+ top bench, just in terms of the talent that we had on the bench.
so that
As a, like a potential talent that when we go down the
so that be
names of Royce O'Neal, of DSJ, who was one of the best point of attack defenders, coming in from last season. Go to Lonnie Walker, you go to Cam Thomas, especially the Davon Sharp.
yeah,
The potential bench talent that we have coming into the season is very important, and that's what I look forward to the most coming into this season with our team. Just
that's a fact.
what we could run and the different lineups that we could run possibly, but I think it's going to be all up to the coaching staff, Coach Javon in particular, to
Yeah,
basically map this whole shit out and then figure everything out and figure out what works in certain nights and what doesn't work, and that's probably the biggest things coming into the season. I think offensively, I think
yeah,
everything is going to be self-explanatory, obviously, but defensively, I think that's where everybody is going to can join lock arms and can join together. Because
yeah.
Coach Dave Vaughn is a defensive mind, and I think
So
that's where we're going to have most of our strategies and
all
win
right,
most
so
of the
hold on.
games.
So hold on. He said, hold on. Her Big Ox said, y'all got Lonnie now. Yeah. I seen Lonnie in the open run. He looked like he was hooping. You feel what I'm saying? It looked like he was, you know what I mean, going into the
Yeah.
basket with the greatest of ease. And also, thank you for that, Big Ox. Because also I wanted to say, I see Dennis Smith Jr. was locking up Tyler Hero in the open run to go to show. We don't need Tyler Hero if he's going to be getting locked up by Dennis Smith Jr. Like, stop it. We good. We not worried about none of that.
I
And the
mean,
question,
I'm
yeah,
not to cut you off, but like
go ahead, talk
DSJ
your
is
shit.
DSJ at the point guard position is one of the best point of attack defenders in the league from last season or from the last couple of seasons. So like so anybody knocking DSJ especially specifically off the bench on our team, and that's where he's gonna have a bench role. I think he's coming in as a tempo pusher, defender type of guy, to take off that load on the key defenders in our starting lineup. So
Yeah,
DSJ I'm looking forward to seeing how he's gonna play for us this season and then how
yeah.
he's gonna fit in as
Yeah,
well because I think
to get to what you said, Spencer did what he's up for to be an extension to be eligible. I think the Nets shy away from being giving him that, to be honest with you, because of DSJ and DSJ on that it is what it is with Cameron and Mace. He was in a pro run, Miami pro run, and he was like, he close to Jacques Vaughn, and he knows Jacques Vaughn used to be a point guard, so he think that's going to help his game. I see something developing there. I don't know how
definitely.
important. I think he's important enough to say that we ain't signing Dinwiddie to a long contract.
I mean, as far as the Dinwiddie thing goes, my thing is like not that I don't want him. I just don't want the ball in his hands as a lead defender. I think I've said that many times over. As far as him on the Nets, on as a playing catch and go kind of guy. His defense hasn't been as bad neither, bro. Even coming from
Yeah.
even when he was here, and then he got traded to Dallas, and then he helped them, and then came back, and then eventually came back here. So defensively, I think. Listen, the only defensive liability we have, like in terms of names on our roster, is Cam Thomas. That's just me
Yeah.
personally. Like, and far as
Hold
the
on,
center
but
positions
okay,
is
right, but hold on.
self-explanatory.
It's like, all right, I hear y'all attach the word liability to it, and I can't debate it. But my thing is, on a team where it's that much defense
Right.
next to him, how much of a liability is he? Is he
Well,
like,
well,
is
well,
he a
well, well.
cone out there? Like,
Well, no,
no,
no, no. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a cone. My thing
he's
is
not
like
a cone, bro.
if you no, 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 no. I'm not saying that. But if you playing a team that's locked in offensively at all five positions, and nobody can really help, and nobody can really dub team the guys, you do need most if not all of your guys to lock in on a all A matchups and be able to switch and be able to be a little bit more versatile. So this is one of the reasons why I say I kind of use the word liability like kind of iffy wise, sort of quotation mark. So
Yeah, I
quote
don't think
unquote.
he's a horrible
I
defender.
mean,
Like,
but I say quote unquote. So I use the word quote unquote liability. If you would like, if not saying he's a
I mean,
complete
that's a little
liability, but
better.
I think in terms of everybody on our team, he's probably the most underneath defensively, and I think that's just being dead honest. When
All
we
right,
look at the
so
names,
all right. So on that note, right? This is the stat of the best benches. The Monk had the most points by a player off the bench in 22, and now we know that they led the league in points and broke records for offense, right? So
right?
I'm saying that to say this is what Cam Thomas brings. He's going to get you. He gave you 22 and 13. Cam Thomas saying he could get 25 easy. Do you believe it? And I'm
Do
not.
you?
Let me. It's a twofold question, Leaf. I'm saying that because on that same side. So
Right,
basically, what I'm getting at is, I'm saying that to say he makes up for it by putting pressure on. You got to realize, in my opinion, this is the way it works for Cam Thomas with the
right.
Brooklyn Nets. The
Mm.
pressure on is going to be on them to score. If the Brooklyn Nets is a team where you don't score to the first two baskets, it take you 3-4 tries to score. There's not going to be a lot of pressure on defense. I don't think offenses are going to attack Cam Thomas in a way where they going to him looking like I mouse in a house. I don't think that's the situation. You think they mouse in a house in Cam Thomas? You think that's what
I'm
it
not,
is?
no, no, no. I'm not saying mouse in the house, but the way that most offenses work, man, in the league today, they kind of headhunting the quote unquote weakest defender, and you see that a lot with the Nuggets, when they try to basically try to headhunt Joker. And it ends up
Mm-hmm.
backfiring, but because the thing is, Joker is basically a 30-20-10 type of threat. We're talking about the best offensive player in the league, and maybe possibly the best player in the league. And now that's I want to and avoid that before somebody get in the chat and try to be like, yo, Leaf, what you talking about? But the thing is with Cam Thomas is, I think Cam Thomas has other areas of his offensive all around game, his offensive game as well, to open up, to be unlocked, in order to counter react what he would be going for, what he would be going through on nights if we had him out there, like say in clutch situations, and he was
Oh
get
yeah.
switched off on the Currys and on the Trey Youngs and on a this and on those guys. So having him in those clutch situations, I don't think
Yeah,
our team
let's
is
see.
and two, I don't think our team is I think our team is in a is so deep. I think our team is so deep that we can play Cam Thomas. We don't have to be in a pressure situation to play Cam Thomas in fourth quarter situations like as a need. I think our team is deep enough
I
to
don't know,
play.
bro. I think I see them have 2 game winners, Leaf, in his rookie season.
No, no,
On top of that,
no. I got you on that. But
in
my thing is, the
the
way the deep the depth of our team as we look at it now, I think with a Lonnie Walker on the court,
Lonnie
with a
Walker,
Jalen
nice, but
Wilson, with a
Cam
Jay. No,
Thomas
no,
is
no.
the
I'm
best
just
pure
throwing out names.
scorer on this team.
just throwing out names. I'm thinking about. I'm just throwing out names right now with a Lonnie Walker, with a Jalen Wilson, bro. Like we gonna like the way we gonna close games. We gonna close games with execution. That's the way we're gonna close games. We like I expect us to close games with good execution, running the plays as a unit. Man, we might have Cam Johnson in the corner for a wide open three down the stretch. We might have Mikal coming off for a give and go, a drive to the basket. We might have Claxton down on a dunk box for a easy dunk, or what? Listen, whatever the case may be, we might have Dinwiddie with a matchup that he likes on the wing as opposed to high pick and roll. You know, any of those things could work for us, man. I don't think Cam Thomas, with the way you looking at Cam Thomas, is like sort of the closer off our bench for this team because we know he ain't gonna start. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
like my thing is just
That's what
like
I'm saying. Like I don't, earlier Barry he tried to flex with KD, acting like this and that about Ben Simmons, and I was like, yo, we could title could send
and you
and
know what
with Ben
and
Simmons,
why
but not, but if he healthy,
yeah
but
and
it's a
why
big
we
if. So I don't
yeah
never put no. I mean, I just wait.
yeah, they're not. No, it's a big if. But we got to see how we run our lineups. But you know what? Somebody said to me earlier. They was like, "Yo, bro, if you really look at it in hindsight, like if we look at it in the truest hindsight of all, we still have Kevin Durant and Kyrie. They just different names now. They Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas. They
Oh
basically
nah,
younger.
nah. I
That's
think I
these they younger.
no. I think and no. This is no disrespect. But this is everything. You know what I mean? And I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna explain it now. This is the truth of what we wanted from Katie and Kyrie, best friends that want to compete and win together. Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges got 225 games minus not counting the USA games that they playing right now. Under their belt, like team as teammates together, so they come in with chemistry, and they also showing up
I ain't
with bigger
playing.
roles. This is the first time they're gonna have the role for them to be the main guys. So the
Mm-hmm.
difference between Kyrie and KD is a major one. The major one is that they are Mikal Bridges and Twin. They really best friends, like for real.
Right.
And on top of them being best friends, they got a lot of games. They already got more games
They already got a lot of
together
games played
than
together,
Katie
but
and
like I
Kyrie
mean,
did with the. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what? When you said that, when you said that, I had to go do some homework on that. But like we got to remember, Mikal been a starter for quite some time on that Suns team, while Cam Johnson was mainly a rotation player. But that's neither here nor there. One of the things I wanted, yeah, and so it's kind of like reverted minutes, but they do seem like they get along very well, and they got a
mhm.
bond and they got a friendship from that Suns team, and not just coming here and but like with each other, just all right, yo, we stuck together. We might as well make the
Nah,
best of it.
it's different.
It
That's why he
definitely,
got that contract.
yeah. It definitely does seem
And
like they
that's
have
why
it.
he'll never be a Knick. Stop it. He not leaving Cam Johnson. Pause. He's staying. They're gonna be teammates forever if it's up to them. And that's if they win. If they win, they can make decisions. You know that how stars do. If they win, they get to decide who on their team or not. Some of these stars is make it work, and some of them don't. But the Kyle
Like
Bridges and Cam Johnson, I give them credit, man. I think we're gonna win. I think both
the
of them
way I
20
look
point
at
scorers this season.
the way I look at our team is much more of a deeper version of the 2004 Pistons. That's kind of how I see it. That's kind of how I really see us in reality, bro. Because the thing is, I don't think we have anybody that's going to be a top 10 or top 15 or remotely top 20 player. Mikal has the ability to be, but I don't think that's going to be him as the season goes on. He's gonna have different roles every night. One night you might see the Suns version of Mikal win a game. One night you might see the last year 28 game version of him, and then one night you might see the Villanova version of him where he's like a Hawk defender and then playing that type of role. Who knows, man? The
Right,
bottom
no,
line.
but like that's why. But before you pull it, that's why they the title is because the USA highlights. You see a lot of you see a lot of Cal Bridges getting steals. Like he's always getting the steal. Like that's always in his highlight reel. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like he's one of those defenders that he's just got a niche for getting steals,
Getting
man.
steals, yeah,
You
yeah.
are like
I think
so.
his his natural wingspan, and
Mm-hmm.
and like positioning to like to be in the right place in the right time for the steals,
Word.
and being able to like his wingspan for his size at 6'6", 6'7" is like is kind of crazy to me. The only other person like he has a combination of
Yeah,
like
basketball
playing
player.
yeah
He got a
yeah yeah
basketball
yeah
player body.
yeah, he definitely above average like for his size. I think when it was like somebody like I said, somebody told me earlier, bro. This is like, yo, bro, y'all basically still have Kevin Durant and Kyrie, but they just younger. Like that's all it is. It's just Cam Thomas is your bucket getter, like Kyrie was, bro. Like and
Uh-huh.
whatchamacallit is basically had the wingspan and a better defender
Cam
than
Thomas said he
KD.
a Kobe guy. Yo,
Yeah.
listen, Cam Thomas, he said I'm a Kobe guy. His favorite
Hmm.
player was Kobe. He wanted to get drafted to and go to the Lakers. He was mad. He wanted to be a Laker just like Kobe. I wouldn't be surprised if they made a run at him one day.
Listen, I wouldn't look. I tell you what. Well, right now we got him on the cheap. So like, listen, I think we ought to be proud of that.
We
But
gotta
my
we gotta show him love, man. We gotta let
yeah,
him
yeah,
know he
definitely.
loves here, man. We gotta change. You know,
Listen,
it looked like it's getting better. It looked like the relationship is getting
look,
better. You
look,
know,
Breeze. I put it to you this way,
I
bro.
know to an extent he gotta be professionals, but it looked like it is getting a little better, I guess. You know,
This training camp is gonna like highlight all of the stuff that we had in our mind, all the potential things that we was gonna have them put on the court. It's gonna highlight all of that. Listen, it's gonna go a whole like either one or a couple of ways, and right now we don't necessarily know how many like the ways that it's
yeah,
gonna go, but
I would keep it real with you, Leaf. I feel like the culture is richer with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, bro. And the reason why I say
mm,
that, as far as the fans, it really give us real expectations. This is really friends that want to win together. That's that
mm,
Brooklyn spread love. They got that energy in basketball, bro. They gonna hoop.
yeah.
Yo, listen, I'm not. I'll say I'll take it. Then the reason why I say that is because when I think about Detroit Pistons back then, or any of the teams that are very competitive to go to the finals, they always defensive teams, and that's I'm staying there.
Man,
I'm staying.
listen.
I'm
I
staying with
don't.
the fact that I think that's the direction the Brooklyn Nets is going. I think we become a more
I think
defensive
our
team than
ceiling
offensive team at first.
our ceiling as far as this roster goes to me is all four Pistons. And you, if anybody in the chat or anybody in the comments want to add a shit like, yo, y'all winning the championship, like, listen, I think we got a solid chance to win this. Everybody, listen, we got a solid chance to win the championship with the team we got assembled right now. That's just me personally. But I mean, listen, we got to see how all these things shape out. Everything got to shape out as well. The thing that you need most, especially in the Eastern Conference, is depth, and we have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
So,
the
but
thing
yeah,
that,
but that to my point on why this chart is there, and I'm gonna get to this to Kev comment from Nixon ish. Uh Malik Monk, I think Lonnie Walker could average 14 off the bench. If we could get Lonnie Walker to give us 14 off the bench, that'd be good. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be solid. Um and to his comment, he said, "You said, yeah, man. I thought they would be, man. You know, they pulled a fast one on the Brooklyn Nets, but you see that we got the ship in order now. Like we you had to go around the iceberg. Shit got crazy for Nets fans. You know, we ain't see a lot of them together on the floor. But my confidence, and this is the difference on why I say they make the culture rich. We're going to see Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges play more games in one season, this real first season together, an 82 game season, more than we seen KD and Kyrie combined in probably all 8 seasons.
I would say I think that's a
How
bit
many games they
unfair.
play
I
together,
think
man?
that's a bit unfair because obviously Katie and Kyrie are older. One, two, everything after Katie's Achilles injury, bro. Like I just kept saying to myself, I'm like, yo, bro, notice notice if you go back as far as you could go back. Who was the last superstar player or top? 10 or top 20 player that we had in their mid 20s. Was that Jason Kidd? Was it what Jay? Because when J Kidd got over here, he was what? How old? 28, 29, or
Something
something
like
like that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So like 20, like 27, 28, 29. So Vince Carter got over here. He was how old? What, like 26, 27?
Yeah, he was like
You
in
know what
his
I'm saying?
prime.
So my thing is like,
Hold on, that's two things I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to forget. Go ahead. What you were saying?
so yeah, my thing is like, like when I look at like everybody telling us, we've been really inheriting talent. That's what we still doing it, but this time we actually inherit some younger talent to the point where it's like, okay, we got enough talent and enough depth to make some type of run here, especially with this roster that we going into the season with. However, I think for anybody outside of Nuggets fans, like, and I don't hear from too many Nuggets fans because what I believe at every season, brother, is one win and 29 losers, and we part of that 29 losers club.
I don't know, man. We do this all the time, man. Listen, I think as a fan, for one, they make the culture richer. I'm gonna keep saying that they make the culture richer because the fans, we wanted to see a duo, and we got robbed of that. We ain't get what we was supposed to see for real out of the KD Kyrie duo. We ain't got less than 100 games. That shit is nasty work. Or around 100 games in
I
four
mean,
seasons. That's nasty work.
when you picking up dudes like at like poster like when they outside of they very absolute best. Don't
And
get me
it's not a
wrong.
knock to them. I was here the
Don't
whole
don't don't get
time.
me
I know
wrong.
it is.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Katie and Kyrie, bro, at like when they were here, when they were on the court, was balling, and they balling still in Phoenix and Dallas. But my thing is like when you're not getting the absolute best of like some of the players that you inherit, bro. Like, what can you really expect in terms of a dude that came off an Achilles tear and had to sit out and out for a year? We still paid him, and a dude that like had all of the stuff that going on with him, and he barely played for how whatever reasons he barely played. And then another dude that's in Philly right now trying to get out of there, but he can't. He minded up coming over here, and he played when he played, and then he wanted out, and now he wants out again over in the Philly. So my thing is when you dealing with egos, and when you're dealing with different attitudes with these egos, man, like a lot of things, a lot of shit ain't gonna go right.
Yeah, but that's
It's
what I'm saying. Like Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, they the perfect media guys. All of that shit that happened, I clean all that up. They like, man, forget all that. They taking pictures at the Liberty game, smiling. You know what I'm saying? With the celebs, we the Barclays was lit. They just had the concert there. Man, ain't nobody worried about no Katie and Kyrie, man. Shit
right.
over with, man. We the new look Nets. We going into next season. I'm looking at these charts like, yo, man, we got Cam Thomas. If he come off the bench, he definitely could give us more than 14, and we could have one of them. But like, yo, I don't know how strong our offense is. And again,
I'm
an
worried
offense
about.
always offense depends on more than just I don't know. I guess just having the best player on your team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would say this, and I think what we're gonna see this year, barring help from everybody on our roster, I think our offense is gonna be a lot much faster because of the tempo that Ben Simmons is gonna add, that a DSJ is gonna add. So all of the points that you like, the points is gonna be spread around so much because we're gonna be running. Now we built this team to run because now when you build a team to run, now you're gonna have Cam Johnson as the shooter, Cam Johnson and Mikal as the shooters, and they're pretty good shooters, even from three. You know what I'm saying? So like and when you have that, and then you have Ben Simmons as your facilitator, and DSJ as your secondary facilitator coming off the bench, and your floor. Our offense is going to be created mostly by our defensive stops, and
Facts.
the stops that we get on defense, because we have a lot of defense all over the place, and it's going to be started by how the way we swing the ball as a unit. I don't think it's going to have to come down to Cam Thomas. I think Cam Thomas is going to get a lot of catch and shoot buckets. I could see him getting a lot of one dribble pull up buckets. He this is a team. If you look at this team, he doesn't really have to have the ball. His ISO opportunity, he gonna be scoring more off of catching goals than he scores off of ISO opportunities. He doesn't
Like, yo,
have to.
I got a lot of confidence in this team because, again, all of the things that you said prior, and on top, and also to add to that, better said, the fact that what I'm realizing too is Cam Johnson never played an NBA game without Mikal Bridges. This really like invigorates my fanhood, like make me really feel like, yo, nah, these guys really gonna be teammates for a long time, and they're gonna compete. And I want to stir the pot. I want Mikal Bridges to know, yeah, keep that competitive spirit. Yeah, Jalen Brunson, that's his team. This your team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know y'all out there in the USA team representing the USA. I respect y'all. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, do all of that. Then it's a place for that, and y'all doing it before the season start. Y'all getting it all out before the season start. I love it. But when the
And yeah,
season
yeah.
start,
When the season
oh yeah,
starts,
it's
yeah,
different.
definitely. And I don't think neither one of them. And I'm talking about
What
Mikel
up,
and
Mary?
I'm talking about Mikel and Jalen Brunson, bro. Like two players from Villanova. Ever thought in their wildest dreams that they both would have like the go to roles on their teams, both being in the tri-state area and the Knicks and the Nets. I didn't think none of them for would definitely foresee that, but it's definitely coming to fruition. But however, I think our team is a lot much deep enough in terms of guys who know what they are capable of coming out there, and then we're gonna have tempo pushes. Like I think it's gonna be the way this is gonna work is off of defense and tempo. If the tempo is being pushed, if we could get a lot more easy buckets off of defense and our tempo and pushing the pace, I think we gonna be okay. I think we have more of an offensive formula than the Knicks. The Knicks right now basically have hustle players and defense because Tom Thibodeau is not an offensive mind. He basically letting them do whatever the hell they want
Yo,
to
man,
do.
you know how I am, man. Y'all could get to it, man. You and Tea Time, man, y'all could, you know what I'm saying, have a debate and do what y'all want to do. You know, I can make it happen. You know what I mean? Because
It really wasn't a debate to really speak of,
no,
bro.
I'm
Like
just
I had
saying
to,
that's the energy. That's what we do. This the KV. All right, so it's the verses. The heavy on the verses is the Knicks
you
versus
see
Nets fans who run
right.
the city. We debating about who run the city. So yeah, a lot of the times we get into it, but
Well, not to cut you off. I think you and T Time have that thing going, man. Where it's like the thing is like we thinking in my mind to me personally, bro. Like and just off the strength that it's the Knicks, and I got so many receipts on why the Knicks is not gonna do anything on and the history on why the Knicks is not gonna do anything and in the everything that they got on their team as of constructed right now, why they're not gonna do anything as opposed to the Nets. I could just leave it at that, man. It ain't even gonna be no damn verses, bro. Like because it's gonna
yeah,
be. Listen, it's gonna be. This city gonna be playing in black and white real soon, bro. This whole damn city, bro. Like, and I'm
talk
not just
about it.
talking about this. It's gonna go over the goddamn bridge. Like everybody gonna understand, bro. Like where I'm coming from, bro. Like it's not gonna be a debate real soon. You're gonna be doing KVN. There's gonna be a whole lot of ends in there. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
trust me, bro. When I
that's
tell you,
funny.
bro, like
You gotta win a championship though.
yeah, we
Phoenix
do.
ain't never won a championship. What you saying? The
Huh?
Phoenix ain't never won a championship.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant, he piggybacked for a couple of them, but like it is what it is. But listen, I'm not even on that. Listen, we do got to win a championship, and I would
Yeah,
say
you
like
can't. You
even,
can't.
even
Yeah,
and I would say and
Yeah.
Barry, since you chimed in, bro, I would say like even though the Knicks had the success that they had this past season, I feel like we still a lot closer than the championship than they are, even still after you losing Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
ah, damn. I don't know about that, but
I do.
Uh,
I do. You
maybe they
can't
do.
you can't. There's nobody. Listen, Knicks fans as a whole don't even have confidence in their championship hopes like we do.
yeah, they don't got championship hopes, but I feel like they got a better team right now.
I don't.
But nah, but see, that's the thing. Our sample size is 28 games. They sample size is 82 games. So
Exactly.
it's hard. Why debate with them? Like we be the underdogs, but yeah, it's fine. We'll be the underdogs. You'll see us. You know what I mean? You'll hear that bark. You like from afar. Where is that? It'll be the Barclays. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man.
Exactly.
Like, yo, look,
Exactly.
man. I don't mind being the underdogs. We've been the underdogs before KD and
Like I
Kyrie got
said,
here.
man,
They the ones that
I'm
gave
not
us championship expectations. We good as underdogs. We good.
I'm
We
not, I'm
good.
not, I'm not getting off of our ceiling, man. Like I said, my ceiling for us, like defensively, bro, like it's 2004 Pistons, and I'm leaving it at that. I'm not changing that shit for nobody. Like it is what it is, bro. Like if y'all, now Barry, if you want to chime in and say, bro, it got to end with a championship, so be it, bro. Like, but I tell you one thing. Listen, look, I'll live another 50 years, bro. I guarantee you the Nets will have that crown long before the Knicks do. And
I,
I put that on my mama. Real shit, bro. Like I'm so
yeah,
serious. I'm so serious, bro. Y'all don't not want me to get evil this season, bro.
yeah.
Like I'll let you know who the Knicks are, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like right
Oh
now, bro.
man.
Because listen, like we gotta remember, bro, who they had. They got Tom Thibodeau, who's known for running caskets, running NBA caskets, bro. You don't believe me? Go ask Luol Deng. Go ask Kirk Heinrich. Go ask Joakim Noah. Go ask D Rose. He runs caskets, bro. Like, and he got a whole shitload of them, bro. The thing is, everything that's going on our team is just based on the up and up, bro. When you got the unknown, bro, you got the element of surprise on your side. You know what I'm saying? So like
So who you think
everything,
gonna have a better record next year? Knicks
it
or the
then
Nets?
Nets.
Talk to him.
It's
See,
just that
look,
simple, bro. If you could prove to
right.
me that Tom Thibodeau and Jalen Brunson and the Knicks can duplicate what they did last year, I'm all ears.
Nah, Rick Brunson, the head coach too, man. They got two head coaches.
Hmm. Yeah. When you got your daddy, man, trying to hold your hand, man, through the walk of fire in a grown man's league, bro. Like I guess it's okay. But I mean, your daddy can't get on the court with you.
So y'all think Mikal's better than Brunson?
I think Mikel will be better than Brunson.
I think y'all. It's easy to say that Brunson is this and that over Mikal Bridges because it's 28-82, and I don't like having this debate because of the 28-82. I don't like that, and I don't even know if Brunson play every game. Only Mikal Bridges do that. He ain't even play 82. So stop
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
Mikal
but
Bridges
I
is the
think
one that play every game. Stop.
yeah, but
Let's
I
have
think
Mikal.
Brunson's a little better though.
I mean, listen.
You gonna see?
All I know is Mikel is a better two way player.
I think Brunson is impressive, but we haven't seen them play the same amount of games. And I'll say this, and we could get to the highlights if you don't believe me. Mikal Bridges led his Villanova team with more points than Jalen Brunson. It was close, but you could tell Mikal Bridges was the leader of that team. You could, but equally, you could give it to Jalen Brunson too. But I'm saying that to say Mikal Bridges was a role player as a rookie, but as a senior, he was the main guy, and they won the championship that way. So
I don't. I mean, me personally, bro. Like, I don't even think it's up. I don't even think it's a need for Mikel to be better than Brunson, bro. Brunson has to be better because they really don't have no offense over there. If you look at the way they run shit, bro, like it's the left hand committee. We all know where y'all going. All y'all niggas going left. Come on, bro. Like, listen. You give the ball to Julius Randle, he got an ISO. They don't have no structure over there. That's the thing about it, and they don't have no go-to facilitator. Like the one thing about it, Mikel don't need to be 26 a night for this team to even eat to win 40 something games. He don't, and a lot of people gonna find that out. I'm just top talking. I want to talk about the Olympic shit, bro. Like because I feel like I'm going back and forth in circles talking about it with my team. I want to go and talk about the
no,
Olympic shit
I
that you was
wasn't,
about to say.
I wasn't trying to, I was trying to get to something, and what I was trying to get to is Mikal Bridges always gonna make his mark here and win a championship with the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm saying that to say. When you look at Mikal Bridges, and to my knowledge, him and Jalen Brunson, they came in the league at the same season. Was it the same?
I want to say around, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think they.
I
I
think
want to
that was
say
the
they.
same draft.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I think they all came out in him, Hart, Brunson, and
So I'm
Stevens.
just looking at their numbers. I'm looking at the
They
numbers. You
had
know
a
what I
hell of a
mean?
team, bro. Like
Year
DiVincenzo,
after year to
whatchamacallit.
see
Yeah,
who did what. Because look, the Mavs went far, but the Suns went far too. You feel what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Well, we got to remember the Suns. Mikel was on that Suns team. They got their ass whipped by Jalen Brunson in last year in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
we can't forget that, my nigga. Them niggas got a foot up their ass, my nigga. Like them niggas is
Yeah,
getting
yeah, that's true.
biatched, bro.
Yeah,
Like
now what
for
you
real.
was I was listening to you. What you want to say? That's all I want to say.
Yeah, but about the Olympic joints, I did take a look at the Spain game. That game was close to the end. The
Yeah,
game
that shit
against
was nice.
Luca, they beat the hell out of Luca, and like they ran them off the court by at least 30.
Now
But
Luca didn't play. Luca didn't play though.
yeah, Luca didn't play, right. He
Yeah.
didn't. But the game against Spain, that game came down like kind of to the last hole, but ended up getting a double digit lead. I think this. I'm looking at this team. They were saying you was talking about John Morant not being on the team. Like a lot of people was talking about Trey Young not even getting
Yo,
invited to the team.
hold on. Yo, hold on. I heard you say you about to talk about something else. I just want to answer this next question. You talking about winning the chip, and I just want to go on record and say I'm not saying that the Nets are winning the chip. Earlier today, I was going at it with Barry, and I said that it's
Oh yeah,
this.
you said
I
a
said it.
healthy Ben
I
Simmons.
said if I said if Ben Simmons is healthy, we might be able to title contend. Like fuck it, yeah. I'm saying that we might be able to title contend because
You
you're not
believe that?
gonna have
You
me.
believe
You're
that?
not gonna have me
Lee?
on the fence, and I'm like, oh, I don't know which way we're gonna go. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna say that my team,
You
we are
believe that, Relief?
but
I
okay. But
do.
that being said, hold on. And again, I'm glad we having this. I'm glad we talking about this because from now on, I want to say that because of the new CBA rules, what's healthy in the NBA is 65 plus games. If it's 65 plus games, you can consider that player healthy. If it's in the 60 range, he healthy. If it's in the 50 range, we want to know what happened. 40 range, what happened? You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. So when I say that he's healthy, I'm saying Ben Simmons has to play 65 plus games. If he's playing 65 plus games, he's developed chemistry with us. He done won with us, lost with us. We done competed together. We done, you know what I'm saying? Let told each other, yo, hold your chin up. Now I mean, like, we there, teammates.
Yeah,
You feel
definitely.
me? Like,
For sure. But and I wanted to add to that about the 65 game incentive to like be on an all NBA MVP and yeah that I think a lot of that with that incentive, man, I think teams and front offices is gonna try to get more depth for these players to like have like not just to be out there for the games and if they want to have minutes restriction, it's probably a minutes requirement in the fine print somewhere in that shit, man. If anybody knows, but I think a lot of teams are going to build a lot more depth to keep their players more healthy for these 65 game for the 65 game incentives and all the stuff that they can get at the end of the season. But I think in the long haul, I think what you need to win and go far in the East is you need depth, and I think we at least are showing that we could fill up a roster, even if it's with role players, man. Like I mean, listen, as far as we concerned, listen, Mikel was a role player, Cam Johnson was a role player, Nick Claxton was a role player, but my thing is, if you can join them together, nobody really has egos, and everybody is like willing to get on the same page and try to win more games and be defensively sound as a unit and be offensively sound as a unit. And I think we have the capability of doing that.
yeah,
Hmm.
that exactly, man. Shout to that, man. I would just
I
second
want to
that,
see
man.
it.
Well, what you gonna say?
I know you don't see it, Barry. You see Kevin Durant. You see 35-year-old Kevin Durant. That's what you see. You see Kevin. You see Kevin Durant, Bradley Bill,
Right,
Devin
talk
Booker,
to
and
Um,
goofy ass cat lay boyfriend. That's what you see. And I respect it. You supposed to see that because it's a star driven lead. That's what they
him.
shined it up. They shined that shit up like a bowling ball to make you believe that. But they're like, look at all the stars. They all
yeah,
getting old.
yeah,
Look at all of them.
yeah,
Look at every last one of them. Kevin
yeah.
Durant, Curry, they
He
all going through the same shit. LeBron
and it's
going through the
cool.
same shit.
And they still,
LeBron out here getting swept by Serbians, bro. Like, and we still talking about it's a star league. Come on, bro. Like, we
bro,
got to make it make
they
sense.
made it to the Western Conference Finals though.
Yeah, they headed
But
to
the
the
Nets,
Western Conference. They headed to the Western Conference Finals and did what?
All right,
It
so
was
hold
almost
on,
like
Barry.
it wasn't
bro,
there.
come on, bro.
So hold on, Barry. Going into next season, you jacking that? You jacking over that? What that Bleacher Report said? They're talking about Kevin Durant and Booker #1 over all those other duos. You agree with that?
Yeah,
For why wouldn't he agree with it, bro? Like, come on, the numbers is
Like
there, the efficiency is there,
how?
all of the
bro.
analytics, and all of the stats, man, that push this game, and all of the nerds that's on YouTube,
Y'all
bro.
gonna see
That's
for
not on these
yourself this year.
channels.
Y'all gonna see for yourself.
Yeah. We gonna see for ourselves as Kevin Durant play like I
You
don't know,
think KD
55
gonna have
games.
better teammates than Brooklyn Nets teammates? You just think Phoenix Suns teammates is just better than Brooklyn Nets teammates? It's just like that,
By far, Booker alone is better than the whole Nets. What are you talking about?
bro. He try to pick the best teammates. Look, Steph and Clay, they really friends. Like, is KD? Is he invited to all the Steph barbecues? Maybe.
Bro, they still cool. What are you talking about?
They still cool. When the
Mm-mm.
last time he went to the barbecue though?
But I don't
The
know.
last time he went to the bar,
Exactly,
You search that up,
whenever
He
Draymond
cool.
wasn't there.
Like everybody know
bro. You just
who's
at the
who.
game with Draymond.
Everybody
He was
know
just
who's
out there.
who. I even
You acting like they was like high fiving and cheesing and everything, taking and laughing together, bro. Like Chris Paul was laughing on the bench
Bro,
with
you want
Steph,
them to
bro.
beef?
no.
No,
But the
It's
awkwardness,
not. It's
when
not
you
even
walk
that
in
it's
a
beef,
place and
bro.
there's
Like the
that
thing
you
is,
you know that tension, that awkwardness you feel when somebody walks in a room because somebody won without another someone, and then someone is on this team because they ain't win on that team. You know what kind of approach that is? That's what I'm saying.
bro.
As men, hold on. As men, you can't talk that shit out. He call you know what I'm saying? He yell in your face and say that. You can't say, yo, I'm here for bigger reasons than you being mad. You know what I'm saying? He supposed to, if anybody was supposed to stand up to him, it wasn't supposed to be Poole. It was supposed to be KD. Like, yo, I'm
uh,
here to be a
You talking
dynasty. I'm
about right
trying to win. I
now?
couldn't win in OKC. People
nah.
ain't
He
respect me.
if
Like,
I think he
what?
talking about the last year KD was there and they had that little spill when Draymond went at him
Oh
on the
no.
bench.
See
I
that
don't
with
know.
Jordan Poole, that's different with Jordan Poole. That's different from
I
KD.
think Jordan Poole was the understudy, bro. Like that's what he
But
was, bro. Like
but you don't think
Yeah,
KD
that's
could
so
have
that's
looked on
leading,
that?
right?
Do you think he
If you
should have
saying that's
stayed in
leading,
06?
Draymond's a leader too, then, right? He punched young players in their face,
Nah,
so
he
that's
I
leading,
mean,
violated.
too, right?
I think he
but the
violated.
difference between Poole and Kevin Durant, Poole was an understudy, like, and he was talking crazy. Kevin Durant,
Nah,
bro,
bro,
like,
that still don't matters though. That don't means you punch your
Nah,
teammate though.
hold on. Y'all talk, we talk
I'm
about
not
two
giving
different
him
things.
reason. I'm not giving him reason for punching him, but this is just explaining the
That's
situation, bro. Like,
embarrassing,
I
bro.
think. Yeah,
Right.
I understand that, but here's the thing. I think Poole was on his like young player, trying to be funny type ish. I think that's why it went the way it went. That's why I think the way it went.
Right,
I'm
but
not
no, but
justifying him punching him in the face. You usually
right, but
don't do that
hold
while the
on. But
cameras is rolling.
right, but to what y'all said, I'm not disagreeing with what y'all said. I just want
If
to
you ask me, that's way awkward than KD's.
right, but hold on. But the whole
Because
thing with
Draymond
KD,
and if
right,
they see each other right now, they probably want to fight.
right. But what I'm saying with KD, I'm thinking that you know what I mean. I think KD felt the Draymond intentionally made KD uncomfortable being on the team. Like,
Yeah,
yo, we
and that's
don't.
what it
It's not
warrants
that
is
he
done.
called him a bitch. It's that yo, we won without you. We don't need you. That shit hit his pride,
Yeah,
bruh. That
Mm,
shit hit his. Know what I'm saying?
okay.
that's the statement that really got him. Like, okay, like, oh, all right, yo, y'all don't need me, okay,
Yeah. You know what? Let
and
me
then they
leave
proved
now.
once again
Let me leave
that.
now.
Yeah, then it took them a couple of years, but then they proved once
Mm-hmm.
again, yeah, we did not need you, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you talking about? So my thing is like Kevin
Um,
Durant. It's
go
not
quick,
that
quick, quick.
Kevin Durant burned bridges, bro. Like, it's that Kevin Durant tried to make it believe that he tried to think in his head that he is the end all be all, bro, for that whole situation, and he wasn't.
Nah, yeah. So hold on. So that's the thing right there. The superstar, I separate Kevin Durant from other superstars, Barry, is because of his opinion on coaches. when you say they only there to manage personalities,
Yeah.
hold on, you got Phil Jackson creating the triangle offense because of Jordan. See, those are two different type of situations where you're working with the coach for him to even create an offense for you. You feel what I
Right.
mean? You just kind of KD is kind of like, yo, just give me the ball. I know what to do. Like the coach, how's the coach supposed to coach that?
What you talking about? KD could play off the ball. What are you talking about?
But
KD,
no, but
KD,
what I'm
KD
saying,
can
how is
play
he a
off the ball,
coachable
but the
player if
thing
he just
is,
always knows what to do? You know, sometimes you
here's
gotta
the thing.
listen to the coach.
KD,
He's
Are you
not
here's the
trying to
just
say
thing.
there
you
to
don't listen
manage
to
The
the
your
about
coaches?
Kevin
personality.
Durant.
He's there to call X's and O's.
I disagree on that.
Here's the thing
I
about
disagree.
Kevin
On
Durant.
that. I
Kevin
disagree.
Wow.
Durant now as a winner, bro, like because that energy that he
What up,
has in terms
peoples?
of like take the Steve Nash situation when him and
Bro, Steve
Kyrie
Nash
had
is
that.
well, if y'all picking up for Steve Nash, I don't know what to tell y'all.
No, no, no. I'm not picking up for Steve Nash, bro, because Steve Nash never wanted to be a head coach. It was Kevin Durant that talked him into it, but you didn't know that. So, like, see, but I'm trying to, I'm trying to just get you to understand something. I'm like, go back to that interview where him and Kyrie was talking about we don't need a coach. That's that championship shit talking, bro. Like, yo, we got our resumes and we doing this already. Da 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 da.
Mm.
Realistically, but basically, the real reason why Kevin Durant and Kyrie hooked up because they thought they had something in common. That's what it was. They thought they had something in common. They thought they could make a friendship off of that,
I
and they
feel like
couldn't.
KD did more than him, so but you go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. Of course he did. Of course he did. I mean, listen, Kyrie sat out of games a lot, but for a lot worse reasons than Kevin Durant. I'll give you
Yeah,
that, bro. But the Kevin Durant that we got was not the Kevin Durant in Golden State or the Kevin Durant in OKC. I
Huh?
yeah,
think we can all agree with that.
What you
yeah.
said?
You,
Wait, come
you
on.
know,
Wait,
hold
wait,
on.
come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What you said again? Say that again.
Say
I
what
said
again?
The Kevin Durant that was over here
Yeah.
in terms of health, we did not get the same Kevin Durant that was in
You
Golden
forgot.
State.
Oh my God! Did y'all forget the triple double you had in Game Five?
I did not. You see, let me repeat it again,
Yeah.
Barry. Let me repeat it again. The
What?
Kevin Durant that we got in terms of
Oh,
health.
this is the same guy who had 49 Game Five and 48 Game
Barry,
Seven.
you only giving me numbers, bro.
Bro,
Like we,
he played 50 minutes in the playoff, bro.
Barry. Once again, you only giving me numbers, bro. The Kevin Durant that we got,
I disagree on that. I
bro.
disagree on that. I disagree on that.
In terms of health, was not the same Kevin Durant that was in Golden State, and was not the same Kevin Durant that was in OKC. It just
I don't know
wasn't.
about that.
I know about that. In terms of health, that wasn't the same. He was coming off an Achilles injury, bro.
And he
What
still
was
came
we?
back and scored 33.
Yeah, and what did it do
It had the Nets in the second in the
in the
East.
in the second round?
Oh man, Barry.
Wasn't we in the second round with Paul Pierce, who was 30 something years old?
No, y'all
Come
didn't go
on,
to the
bro.
second round. Y'all didn't go to the second round.
Yo, Barry, we don't love KD, man.
Come on,
He is
bro.
a
Like
great
Bro,
player.
bro,
We needed great teammates, man.
bro,
Everything we wanted
it
from
don't matter
KD
to
and
me,
Kyrie,
bro.
we going to get.
You can,
this
We
is
going to
not
get in
about
yo,
whether
return.
you
We
can,
just
yo, you
Cam
can enjoy
Johnson,
Ben.
man.
You can enjoy Ben Simmons.
Barry.
Bench,
Barry,
bench.
this is not about if Kevin Durant is a great
Oh,
player or not,
what
bro.
up?
Like this is about if
What up,
Kevin
coach?
Durant is a leader or not. That's what it's
Yeah,
always been about, bro. You go on
bro,
anybody
they
pop.
tried to
If that
play
was the
the
case,
code, bro.
that's what Bame Sean Marks. So why he hired
Nah,
Nash?
bro. Like, all right, so what he got to do with him on the ballroom? Like, and this is what I mean. He too involved in everything. Like, he talking about he just want to hoop. He got a whole podcast talking about mixtapes and shit. Man, stop it.
Bro,
What happened? Hold on. What happened
you
when he
acting like
had to
KD was
apologize
bring
to the? He had to apologize to
Coach,
the
what's going on?
guys. Hold on.
who
Hold
was
on,
bringing drama to the Nets?
bro. He
Who
had to
was bringing
apologize. Hold what?
who was bringing drama to the Nets, bro?
Drama.
Drama,
Who was
Kyrie,
bringing drama to the Nets?
Kyrie.
Thank you. That's it. That's the
But
problem.
that's
That was the problem right there.
no.
Bruh,
The
what?
problem is whether Kevin Durant was a leader or not. That's
Bro,
what the problem.
Time out. He played with the rookies and won, bro. What are you talking about?
He played with the rookies
Bruh,
and won, and then said, "Yo, how can I win with this roster?" So
but
like,
bruh, he had to
Uh,
apologize to the guys. He said, "Yo, you expect me to win with them?"
Exactly.
Bro,
That's
What
that's
bro,
you
you
that's
mean?
had
your man.
What
Simmons
you
on the
That's
telling
your
me
roster.
man.
to, bro?
He
He
said
had
it.
to apologize for that. So hold on, we don't
That's
need
your
that. We
man.
looking to him for leadership, and this the type of shit he be saying, bro. Like we
Yeah.
don't need
That's your
that, bro.
man's. That's your
So,
man's.
I'm gonna put it this way: it's all KD fault. Then the Nets didn't go to the finals. It was all his fault.
Nah, I ain't saying that. I'm saying why you want us to fall in love, man. It's over with. He did what he
Bro,
did when
you
he
was
was
bro
here.
when that trade happened. You was the same one saying, "Damn, you should never did that trade."
Bro, I
You was
was
the same
mad
one
that
saying it.
I was
I'm
mad
lying.
because, bro, you keep
Is I'm
asking me,
lying?
and I
Bro,
keep
you didn't never,
answering you
bro.
the
You
same
never liked
question.
them, Mikael Bridges
But
and Cam Johnson. So
listen,
we ain't gonna
you
sit here and cap.
you
You didn't never,
always
No
keep
you
such
never
thing.
wanted
asking
the
me,
trade
No
to
such
happen. So
thing,
stop
bro.
it.
Barry.
You gonna hold on?
Stop
Shout to
it.
Kev. You gonna and that's a Nick fan leave, so y'all could have at it. But let me and Barry have at it first. Now,
Uh,
this is what I want to say, Barry.
Yeah, yeah. I
He
don't hear
got
the
us
cap.
to the second round in 4 seasons.
Yeah,
As good as a player he is, at
yeah,
the end of the day, as much as he cried,
yeah.
yeah, he didn't leave with class. If you're gonna talk about the guys in the very same
Bro,
season,
he
he
left it on the
did it.
floor. He played 80.
Don't ask.
He
Hold on.
played
Don't ask next
48
man.
minutes, bro.
Bruh, respectfully, we don't love Kevin Durant as a teammate, man. He's a great player, but like,
You wasn't
bruh,
saying that when he was on the team, though.
why would I
That's why
say
I'm.
that? I'm thinking, bro. Listen. If you're a Brooklyn Nets player, I'm gonna hype you, bro. And at the end of the day, when he was here,
That's the
you're
reason
not
why. And
lying
that's the
about
reason why.
nothing that he did. And when he wasn't doing it because he wasn't healthy, of course, I'm not going to disrespect him because he was got injured. That's crazy. But at the end of the day, when he did compete, he played top level. But don't ask us to be upset that he not here. He's
You
a friend, bro. He in his fringe prime, and he's on a level where he gotta win now. Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson is as teammates, as a duo, is going to impact the Brooklyn Nets more games wise. Just experience far as how many games that this
uh,
season Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges play
yeah, the
together.
same place you didn't never believe
Bro,
in. Okay, keep talking.
listen, what I'm saying as a fan, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Just as a fan, it's upsetting that we got robbed of seeing them on every game basis, bro.
So
It
what
was
Simmons is
always
doing right
work,
now?
bro. For the
What
most
Simmons?
part,
Come on,
bro.
what Simmons is doing right now?
Bro, I'm not.
He
We not
probably
talking about Ben
he's
Simmons, man. We talking about Kevin Durant, and
Ben
I'm not.
Simmons
I
saying
ain't
don't got
Kevin
no.
Robbie,
Durant,
so
bro.
I'm talking about
Listen,
Simmons.
listen. I
Ben
got
Simmons
no.
ain't Kevin
Listen,
Durant though.
listen. I got no knocks on KD, but you asking us to be upset that he not here, bro. We
Ooh, I
over
didn't
it.
say that. You don't have to be upset. I ain't come on here and say, "Oh, yo, you should care about Kevin Durant." Nah, I ain't say none of that shit.
Oh, I'm just letting you know,
Yeah.
like we done moved on. Like when it happened, we was
But
kind of frustrated.
but you
I
wasn't happy when
was,
the trade happened though.
but
You wasn't
now
happy.
I'm, yeah, bro. And I seen Mikal Bridges, and y'all saying I ain't believing him, and I wanted a different trade, bro. Yeah, I wanted Holmes on our team, and yeah, I said Sabonis
Nah,
is
you did
nice.
your research on
Oh,
him. That's why.
bro, listen, Sabonis and they led the league in points, bro. They had one of
Yeah,
the
that's
best
the trade you
points.
wanted
I
though.
was
That's the
wrong.
trade you
I'm not
wanted it
saying,
last summer.
bro. Listen, it's not about discrediting me. It's about giving yourself credit. You were right. You were right about Mikal Bridges. I didn't hear you say nothing about Cam Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But I remember you mentioning Mikal Bridges, so I give credit to you. But I wasn't wrong about the trade shit. If we got Sabonis and Holmes, this team be different. Case in point is I like what's best for the Brooklyn Nets. KD ain't on the team. Mikal Bridges
Okay.
and Cam Johnson is. And I'm saying as
So,
a duo, they're going to be a strong duo. Everybody want to be mad at me because I'm saying they're a fringe top 10. Bro, they're a fringe top 10, bro. I'm telling
I'll
you,
say I'll
they in
start.
the USA
Not.
game hooping.
They
They
Yeah,
really,
hooping in the
okay.
USA games.
they
Bro,
really
what are we
not.
talking about?
I don't know about top 10, but you could go ahead.
They not
You put
hooping.
it,
Like, of
you
course
put
they
in
hooping.
the thing that I have with the duo. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. You keep putting them in the top 10 duo. They haven't even played a full season in the NBA together yet. I
Right,
mean, as a Brooklyn Net, because they played in Phoenix together. But you putting
right.
them against a lot of duos that that that's top 10, and you just putting them up there with them. Like, bro, there's so many duos that's better than them right now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm getting the conversation going. Like, they haven't done nothing for real. This is the first chance for them to prove it. That's why
I
I don't
can't wait till
debate.
this damn season start,
Yo,
bro.
But this is what I'm saying. Go ahead, Leaf. You know what I'm saying? Have at it. You and this
Well,
next
well,
thing. But
well,
look, but
well.
hold on.
Yeah.
I just wanna say this before y'all start. Is that when I'm stirring the pot for Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunson, I'm stirring the pot because they won as teammates together, a whole championship. And I want to see them compete versus each other because they already won with each other. And the way it happened is when you sign Cam Johnson to a 4-year deal, you're not, and I'm looking at it more like they are teammates with Mikal Bridges is like that. He's a player that he bonds with his teammates the same way he bonded with Jalen Brunson and the Villanova team. He will always remember that. That's why you see him party kept putting Mikal Bridges dancing at the party with the
Dancing with
Jalen
the ops.
Brunson and
Nah, 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 nah,
Jalen
nah.
Brunson wedded and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, bro,
Going
he
to the
gonna
Knicks.
do that. Like, it's the off season. I'm not even mad. They on the USA team, and I'm happy they get all this out before the season start. I'm happy they're actually playing basketball together before the season starts. So when the season start, it's clear that it's Mikal Bridges' team and for the Brooklyn Nets, and it's Jalen Brunson's team for the Knicks. We're never going to be on this. They're not going to be on the same team no more. And it's just is what it is,
can't
man. And that's
you
it, man.
can't say that. You said KD and Kyrie would never leave that team, and they both left. So you
Yo,
can't really say that because anything is possible, especially with the kind of players that we have in this generation in general. These dudes ain't loyal to an organization. These dudes are loyal to themselves. They will bounce on you.
I think that's more
I don't
Katie.
know,
I think
man.
that's
That's
more
worth a
Katie and his
conversation,
people.
I
man.
don't
But
I
know
think
because look, you got guys like Zion who's dying to leave New Orleans, and he's not. You see how he don't even play. You got
Yeah.
you got you got who was it? Look at Damon. He's trying to leave Portland. I mean, I know he's been there for a
I
while,
mean,
but
but
he's
Dame,
trying to
yeah,
get the hell
Dame
out of
is
there to
up in
win.
age. Yeah, Dame is like 33,
He's trying
34.
to bounce. You know what I mean? You got guys like Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Anthony Edwards. If you see it in his face, he's frustrated in Minnesota with Cat. You got
mhm.
Luca. You got
I
Luca
don't think he
Doncic.
stayed there. Everybody say Anthony Edwards. I don't think he stayed with
Yeah, that's
Minnesota,
what I'm
man.
saying,
I don't
bro.
know, man. Listen, the
These,
bread that they giving out, bro. Like, I don't really see players
Bro, he
feel
could
like
get that
we.
bread anywhere, man.
yo,
Not,
bro.
but here's the thing about the CBA. The CBA really acknowledges players that's like been on 18s for like a couple of years, bro. Like this is
Yeah,
one
that's
of
a
the
fact.
reasons. This is one of the reasons why Jalen Brown got 300. You know what I'm saying? He
That
didn't
was
get that
crazy
300.
though. That was
That
crazy.
was crazy. That was crazy. You know what's gonna be even more crazier, bro? The player that he better than on his own team about to get 330. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's a fact.
we all in. So everybody in the influx is like the whole
Yo,
CBA. The way the
I'm
CBA
listening.
yeah, the way the CBA is designed is to keep players from doing what KD, LeBron, and Harden was doing. It's used to prevent that. Cause
Yeah,
they don't want that no more, bro. Like they made up a rule. So like because LeBron was doing it for all these years. Now that LeBron is older, bro, they don't want nobody else doing it. They want everybody home base, bro. So you just had Joker and Giannis in the past 2 3 years win a title where they got drafted at, bro. They want more of that because it's going in that direction. So like with the bread that they're giving away, it's almost damn near impossible that you're gonna leave extra 100 mil on the table for your original drafted team as opposed to going to a team and taking maybe 100 or 120 less. There's no way players is doing that, bro. They see 120 M's money on that paper and they see all that dot
This
zero
is
zero dot
interesting
zero
to
zero
what
dot.
y'all was talking about. What to add to what you're saying, Leaf. And he said I think Ant stays, but Cat goes. Maybe that's what
That's
happened.
exactly what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's
yeah.
gonna happen
Yeah,
because by
yeah,
the
I give
time,
credit to that. I got you,
but
Coach. I'm gonna answer this question. It's a tough one. I was thinking about it. I don't got a top 10 for real. I'm just saying that I think
I can give
with
you some
no,
names, but I like
yeah, yeah,
look.
yeah. It's no in
I,
no order, but they deserve to be in that top 10.
but I
I
will
don't have an
say
order, but I could definitely tell you who in that top
I
10.
will say right now we don't have an official duo, and neither does the Knicks, bro. Like look,
I
right
think we do.
now
I don't know the Knicks.
I don't think we do. It's only been 28 games, Breezy. To say we have one after
No,
28
no, no.
games is
It's
kind of nonsense.
225. Only, but again, that carries over, bro. And again, the reason
That
why I
that
put
that
these
don't
out,
carry
hold on,
over because Cam Johnson was a role player, bro. They neither he wasn't
Right.
bro,
starting
but
on
what I'm,
Phoenix.
bro, right, right,
Right.
and I wouldn't have much to go on, but they at the USA games, and that's nothing to sneeze at. They
Yeah.
specifically, and I was saying we could change the. I was saying this is like the come up team. You know how you got the dream team, you got the redeem team. This is
Right.
all of the players that's in, and you expect them to take that next step with their game this year. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Ingram, Triple J. I think, and I was saying that. How y'all feel about this? I was saying that if John Moran didn't get in all that trouble, he would have been here dunking like Vince Carter, or was I reaching it?
I think you probably was reaching because the
Oh,
only
I
other
wasn't on the side. I wasn't
nah,
on
nah, nah,
it.
nah. You wasn't. Nah, you was reaching because I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because the whole week, the point guard that was missing, that quote unquote was missing for the team, John Morant name didn't come up. It was Trey Young, who didn't even get invited, bro, and he wanted
Yeah.
to be there. So,
Uh-huh.
But
so
maybe
like
because
so.
of that's the coach situation. Maybe that's another thing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's basketball related. What John Morant wasn't in there
Right.
for wasn't basketball related. He had off the court problems. As far as him and Zion right now is in the same kind of influx in terms of what they're going through, bro. Like nobody's really worried about them
He
in
said,
terms of
"Smell
like,
pastries in here." He funny. Yeah,
yeah,
man. Listen, everybody, I already posted that you supposed to have cooked me, bro. You didn't cook me. Every time you say that you cooked me, I'm telling you, had all of these Nick fans that I know saying that you cooked me. We could do it now. We could do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do it, bro. Like, stop it, man.
to continue what I was saying,
Stop
bro.
it.
I think Trey Young is the only Trey Young didn't even get
Chocolate
invited, and
is
he
barbecue
really
sauce.
wanted to be there. I think it was more so like a coaching thing or whatever. Like they felt like a lot of the things that was going
They
on with the
felt like they
organization.
they, they felt like Jalen Brunson was more of a guy who's a more of a team player and not an ISO player
Yeah.
like Trey Young
And
because
I'm
that's
not saying that like Trey Young don't give up the ball. He passes the ball, bro. Like
yeah he
he'll get
do
the ball and he's trying to get
he
assists.
do
But the thing is,
he
I
do.
think Jalen Brunson was just more. He was just more mentally ready to take on the role of the USA team than Trey
You
Young.
you know
I would
how
go as
much
far as saying that.
you know how I'm gonna answer this question, guys, and disagree if y'all like, right? But the top 10 duo, I feel like one of the biggest offensive plays in the NBA is the pick and roll. So I'm gonna go look at the best duos with the pick and roll and see how they impact scoring with the pick
Bro,
and roll
that
because it's one of the plays that's
we
used the
already know
most.
who that is. We already know who that is, Breezy. That's the team
So
that
you
just
got
won
to
the title.
contribute that to the duo. If they doing the
Okay,
pick and roll
all right.
together, that's a duo type of situation.
Okay, all right, okay. If we going off of that pattern, then Cam and Mikel don't run pick and rolls together. Mikel and Nick Claxton do because they run dribble
Okay.
handoffs together, and you saw it with our team in the past 28 games. So going into this season, why wouldn't it be? It should be more Mikel and Nick Claxton based off the pick and roll situation, not Mikel and Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to go off that, but I understand why you said Mikel and Cam, bro, because they had chemistry and they played 225 games together. What a lot of
Yeah,
people don't know about them
that's
225
80%
games.
of it right there.
Yeah. What a lot of people don't know about them 225 games, and Mikel got starter minutes. Cam Johnson did not. So like that, so a lot of that was just based on like, all right, yo, this is somebody I know, like I'm on the team with, man, and I'm gaming the karate with, as opposed to Mikel already knowing that DiVincenzo, already and knowing a Brunson, already and knowing a Josh Hart, who are all on the Knicks right now, bro. Like no pun intended. But my thing is, just like if we going off of just pick and roll, he's gonna be running a lot of dribble handoffs and pick and rolls, probably more so with Nick Claxton, and probably more so if barring health, probably more so with Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons is a dribble handoff type of play. He's just a better
Mm-hmm.
passer and a better
Who?
finisher and a better driver and a better ball
He said,
handler.
"Who?"
That's true. And
So
when
so
a
like
healthy Ben Simmons, a healthy
yeah,
Ben.
a healthy Ben Simmons. Yeah,
Who?
so
Claxton
like
Simmons? Oh yeah.
so we know Mikel is a part of that duo equation. We just don't know the other name associated with it.
Yeah, that's a
That's
fact.
as far as going into the season, as far as this season in its entire totality. But the Knicks don't have one either because they have a lot of ISO heavy players. and they have Tom Thibodeau, who's a defensive coordinator, who's probably gonna break them niggas down. And a lot of Knicks fans don't know it, but I do. Go ask
I
me
don't
if
know.
you
I think the guy that's running the offense is Johnny Bryant more than anything,
Johnny Bryant. Yeah.
because
I would say that.
When it comes to like offensively, I don't think Tommy T really has a bag like that.
Yeah, no, he
Defensively,
doesn't.
defensively, I'll give him everything, but offensively, I think Johnny Bryant's the one running the show on that team.
You know how Tommy T is gonna run y'all down, bro? By overplaying the starters like he did in
But that's
Chicago,
every
bro.
year though. That's every year since he's been in Chicago. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like that's just the way he is as a coach, you know. He did it in Chicago, he did it in Minnesota, and he's doing it with us. You know, he overplays a lot of our guys. Like I always
Right.
say, you know, Julius Randle shouldn't be playing 40, 45
40
minutes
something
a
minutes
game.
at all, not
He should
definitely.
he
But
should be
and
playing 35 minutes, you know, 30 to 35 minutes a game. But now that Obi's gone, he's gonna be playing 40 minutes almost a
right,
game.
right, right. And with the
That's
Eastern
yo, but
with the
go
Eastern
ahead, go ahead.
Conference being the way that it's set up, bro, you have to have depth. If you go look at Boston, they have depth.
Yeah,
If you go look like
but
yeah.
yo,
but
you have to have
Boston though, look, like already KP's
KP
already
got hurt.
injured. He's
Yeah.
hurt already. So you traded Marcus Smart and Grant Williams. Now your depth is fucked up, and you have and really like who's gonna back up Derek White now? Because he's gonna be the
Mm-hmm.
starting point guard. So that
Basically.
that that
Mm-hmm.
takes a toll on them
Because
too.
they got Brogdon hurt. But but
Yeah,
but
Right.
but
but
going but I'm
right.
just going off the last couple of seasons with Miami and the run that they had this past year, Boston the run that they had going into the Golden State series. Those teams had what? Depth. But they played all the way down to like they eighth, sometimes ninth guy. Or to
Mm-hmm.
sometimes tenth, bro. Like they had Pritchard getting big minutes
But
in the playoffs when they went to the finals and on Boston, and then
hold on, is
and
it?
then you look at Miami. And hold on, then you look at Miami, and then they uploaded with Highsmith, and then they somehow reemerged Duncan Robinson after the Tyler Hero injury. They got even more deeper, and then Kevin Love, so who was playing good minutes. So the thing about the Eastern Conference more so is depth, and I think we are going in that direction if we don't have it already. That's
I
just
Yeah,
me.
think when it
yeah.
comes to depth, I think the Knicks are pretty good. The only thing that I'm concerned is who's gonna back up Julius.
I,
I think with the way my man Obi not Obi RJ Barrett your man he's grown in the off season. I think he's like he went from like 6'7" to like 6'8", 6'9" right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put him at the backup for possibly sometimes, you know, who knows. At Josh Hart as well, because you know Josh Hart is a you know loose ball king.
No rebound. Yeah,
You know, so we'll see. We'll see. You know, I feel like the Knicks are gonna be another. We're gonna make the playoffs again. It just depends.
listen.
It just depends, like on how Coach Tommy T runs this team. Like if he starts doing the knucklehead shit like last year, it might be tough. But
If he
if he
run y'all to the ground, bro, like which he's known to do, bro. Like man, my thing is
yeah,
with Jalen. My thing is like Jalen Brunson as the go-to guy, bro. Like, listen, I'm okay with it as long as he has a lot of the other guys backing him up. The brunt, like he has R.J. Barrett for like picking up the slack. You got Julius picking up the slack with the Johnny Bryant running the offense, bro, and y'all more ISO heavy on the players. Y'all got to run a lot more systematic offense because like that whole ISO shit, bro. Like, pretty soon it's gonna run dead and it's gonna run dry in the water, and everybody's gonna be out of gas. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, all right, you got to run something with some structure. Otherwise, with the combination of just running ISO ball and Tommy T, basically blowing the minutes out of proportion with the starters in the front in the first 7-man roster in the 7-man rotation, bro. Like y'all gonna be dead in the water and y'all gonna be out of gas.
I don't know
And
yeah.
because I don't
Yeah,
know
but no, I
because
heard.
we've had
That was my only strike at the Knicks. Kevin, you answered it. You said that RJ he would fill in for far as minutes for Obi-Wan, and I thought it was Hartenstein. You know, I was wrong. I thought Hartenstein was your guy. I thought
Nah,
y'all found some promise in him or whatever, and he
I
was the
wouldn't
reason why
doubt.
y'all felt comfortable trading Obi. I thought,
I
besides
wouldn't
him
doubt.
yelling at the coach.
I wouldn't doubt him getting some minutes at the four. And don't be surprised if you see Jericho Sims get some minutes at the four. He did last year. He gave Jericho some minutes at the four last year.
Wait,
So
wait, wait. Hold up. Don't y'all got DiVincenzo and
that's what
whatchamacallit?
I'm saying. We got DiVincenzo now. So you got another loose ball king. So this is what I'm saying. Like now we got a little smaller. Now we could run and gun. We got some run and
There
gunners
shouldn't
now.
be any reason why y'all shouldn't be playing at least 8 to 9 plus, not like on any
Of
given night,
course,
and it
of
shouldn't
course.
be any reason. Any reason why that's not is then y'all
Nah,
really gonna have to.
and don't forget, we still got Deuce McBride. We still got Emmanuel quickly on the team. That's depth
Man,
right
you
there for
quickly with
Jalen
yep.
Brunson. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Grimes, yeah, I got Grimes.
still got
Josh
Grimy,
Hart. Yeah.
Josh Hart. We got some depth, and you add
Yeah.
DiVincenzo to that. Yeah, that's a nice little. Your guards is pretty much set.
Yeah,
But
y'all have that. My issue is Tom Thibodeau. Like that. This
hmm
is the problem. Like I'm
yeah,
wondering if Tom Thibodeau is going to actually run the depth the way he's supposed to. Because listen, if you got the hustle players, if you just unloaded $81 million in 4 years or the buddy contract with Josh Hart, it's time to start digging in that bench, start getting these players some rest, getting
yep,
Brunson more help, getting Julius Randle the time on the bench, man, to start seeing his mistakes and what he's doing and what he need to improve on, and go move on from there. But the thing is, as far as depth coming into this season, I believe we've done a great job in the offseason, and Sean Marks kind of redeemed himself with all of the other stuff that he from all of the other stuff that he was doing a lot the previous year, and coming into this year with a lot of guys that could pick up. Like if you come in with Ben Simmons coming in ready to come into training camp, and a DSJ off the bench, man, that means you're ready to go a different direction in the point guard position in terms of picking up the pace, which we wasn't doing in the last 28 games with Spencer Dinwiddie, bro. And I told Breezy this numerous times. I need him off the ball, bro. I need him in one dribble motion scoring or picking or catch and shoot. That's what he was doing in Dallas. That's what he was good at. That's what I need him back to do.
Hold on.
And he's about to
What I
get
want
paid.
Hold on, I just wanted to say this one thing. If that 65 game thing is real, then I think they gotta space out the games, all of them. They can't have no back to backs. Like you can't expect those players to play back to backs in those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta want them to take those games off. Like respectfully.
yeah,
So if it's 17 games left out of 82, 65, 17, it got to be 17 back to backs. Like you got to give the stars a day rest on a back to back situation. You can't have them trying
I
to
ain't gonna lie.
aggravate
I'm
and
not gonna
re-aggravate
lie.
everything.
I did like the way the USA team was playing, specifically a lot of the players that's trying to make names for themselves as all stars and superstars and all NBA players. You listen when anytime you got Anthony Edwards, I'm told he about to be one of the best, if not the best, two guard in the league in another
I
year or two.
agree. I agree, one thousand
You know,
percent, man. That
yeah.
Yeah,
So
kid's
so
different.
everybody's saying that.
He
Everybody keeps
different.
saying that he's gonna be a top
He
five player,
different,
man.
bro. He
Yeah,
different.
I believe it too. I believe it after he dunked on dude like that. Wow, crazy too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, when he held Money's head on the air, right?
Yeah, nah, that
Yo,
was
that was
yeah. When I
so
start
wild
saying that, it
yeah,
just
disrespectful.
reminded me
you
of
was
Scottie
yeah.
Pippen on Ewing. Know what I mean?
Yo, that was
You was
so
talking about John
disrespectful.
Morant, bro. Like they already got a super athlete on the team. It's Anthony Edwards. You ain't see what he did to you to Watanabe, bro, in his rookie season, bro. He crammed on him.
Yo,
Yeah,
that was sad.
That would have been dunk of the year had it not been for Miles Bridges.
yo, nah, Anthony Edwards. They saying he the best player on the team. Is Anthony Edwards the best player on the USA team?
Probably.
Nah,
Is he?
Mm,
hell no.
Who would you say?
I don't know. Let me see.
Brandon Ingram,
Who the
what?
best player on the USA team?
Anthony
Now,
Edwards
Brandon,
on
Brandon
team.
Ingram is kind of nice.
Brandon Ingram's the best player on the
Is
USA.
Anthony Edwards better than Jalen Brunson? Is
Hell
Anthony
no.
Edwards better than Jalen Brunson?
Nah.
I think
I
he
don't
is.
know. I don't know. That's tough.
Nah.
I
I think
love.
he is.
Listen,
Oh
I think Jalen
I
man,
Brunson is
think
going up the
I think
postseason run,
Jalen
bro.
Brunson
Like
is a hell of a player, but Anthony Edwards is nice, man. That dude is nice.
Anthony Edwards, bro, like he's on his way to becoming a good two-way player, bro. At that,
Yeah,
bro. Like, listen, he like we talking about. We're talking about somebody that's 21 years old who's basically still playing off of upside and athleticism, bro. And we
Yeah,
and we talking about him in another 2 years being the best two guard in the league.
Yeah,
yeah.
how
I
long
don't
Anthony
think.
Edwards been the man though? How long they been giving him the ball like in Minnesota? Like, all right, you I got
I think what
since
Since,
three,
rookie
but
4
since
season,
he
years,
got
right?
there,
second
since
He's
season,
he
been
got
there
there,
3, 4 years.
yeah, since he
three
got
four
there, like
years. So
the
he
last two
kind of got
years.
that advantage. A lot of these players, like I feel like they had no choice to let Brunson do what he did in Dallas. He was
That's
just the
why
best player.
this is when I look at Carl Anthony Towns and be like, what the fuck is wrong? How come you get put all this talent around you and you still can't turn
I
that
put it. I
franchise
put it. I
around?
put. It, I'm gonna answer that question for you, bro. Like if you go from Wiggins to Jimmy Butler to Pat Bev,
Mhm.
man, who got y'all a playing game and got y'all in the playoffs, man, to Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and you basically still shit in the bed, bro. Then it's time to move on to a
That's what I'm
different role.
saying. Like, this is what I'm saying. And this one I'll be like, when I hear Nick fans killing Julius Randle, I'm like, yo, bro, Julius Randle is just now getting talent put around him on the Knicks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody was talking, but the
Because
thing
when
is,
Julius,
but the
yo,
thing is,
when Julius
that,
Randle, I'm sorry, my badly. When Julius Randle got here, this team was trash. This
very,
team was washed.
very.
So and Carl Anthony Towns, I mean, since Julius Randle got to the Knicks, he's had a way better team than Julius Randle, and he still can't get out the first round of the playoffs.
You know what, and I tell you what, bro. Like as stacked as the Western Conference was, and probably still is, bro. Like with all the other teams that's running around, Minnesota has formidable, bro. Like it's has somewhat of formidable talent, not
Yeah,
across the board, but at least to pile up with Carl Anthony Towns. And I say that to say, Carl Anthony Towns was so much on the up and up. We was looking at a guy that was averaging 20 and 10 for his first 4 or 5 years in the league, and we
right.
were saying to ourselves, all right, yo, he ready to take off. He ready to take off. The problem is once the moment get bigger, bro, like he starts to melt like ice in the sun, bro. Like it's just what it is, bro. Like we can't figure it out why. We can't figure out what's going on in his head. Maybe it's a mental thing. It is what it is. But as far as Julius Randle goes, I think Julius Randle has become the second fiddle to Jalen Brunson. Because
And
listen, anytime Jalen Brunson is going in a series with a red hot Miami Heat team, where Jimmy coming off the series of his life, man, going basically knocking the hell out of the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis and them, bro, like and coming off of that series, for him to be the best player in that series, bro, Julius Randle got to be that step up guy. And the problem with him has been consistency in the playoffs. Because if you go
yeah,
look back at that first playoff series, bro, in Atlanta, bro, like he folded, man. He folded like a bad envelope.
yeah,
And
but
then
at the same time, he's your best player, right? So in that series, you kind of got to look at him and be like, all right, they took him out, but nobody else stepped up. You know what I mean? Like, so they was double, triple teaming the man, but RJ wasn't step. No, we had Alfred Payton as our point guard, and Derrick
yeah,
Rose.
I
He was.
remember that.
You know what I mean? So like, really, he didn't have much help. And then last year in the playoffs, the ankle injury kind of like, kind of played a part of why he didn't play so
He had
well.
bad games before that,
But no, but
actually.
see, I
No,
blame
yeah,
Tibbs.
but
On the podcast, I had blamed Tibbs to Tea Time. I say, yo, he knew that Randall was a warrior. You got those players that say, yo, I'll leave on my sword. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hold up, bro. I got to charge my phone. Hold on.
uh,
um, my
yo,
my
but you know what I mean? They one of those plays. You got to be able to pull your player back and say, nah, you know what I mean? Sit this one out. And I think he was did an impact winning by doing that because he had Obi-Wan taking mad threes. Julius
my
Randle was in a
point.
3-point contest, not Obi-Wan. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm
Just because
saying.
Julius Randle sat down and he could knock down that three, don't mean Obi-Wan could. So I don't know. I think he played good at Indiana, but I put that on Tibbs more than I did Randle in
I
that
put it on Tibbs too, because Tibbs, like I said, like even Leaf was saying, he be running down his players. I agree with that because it get on my nerves sometimes, right? But I seen he's Julius Randle is ready to I always said Julius Randle should be a third option on any team, a third option. Um, you know, it's not his fault that Coach Tommy T turned him into a first option. That's a role that they gave him, and he took with it. Any player is gonna run with that, bro. Any player. Like
All
right
right, so
now,
hold on. So
Like
when
right
he,
now, Mikal Bridges on the Nets, he's gonna be the number one option.
so right, so this is what I'm saying.
Right.
When he was in 2019, he got to the Knicks,
He came to
and
the
he averaged what 19 and a half points,
right.
right? So I'm saying that to say that next season, that was the MIP season, the season y'all went to the playoffs.
That was the season right after that. Then we hired Coach Tommy T, and Coach Tommy T turned him into the MIP.
Right.
You
So
know,
okay, 2019 y'all missed the playoffs. 2020, I mean 2021 y'all made the playoffs.
yeah, that's when we signed Kemba and Evan, and then we missed the playoffs. We wound up
Mm-hmm.
missing the playoffs that year.
Mm-hmm. That was the first. That was the first year the
That was
podcast.
the third year.
Mm-hmm.
So right now he's in his fourth year as a Nick. Last year was his, if I'm not mistaken, last year was his fourth year as a Nick.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm looking at it. Say, yeah, this is fourth year now. I
This
mean,
is
he going into his fifth year.
fourth year, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say it's kind of different comparing him to Cam Johnson. You know what I mean? I looked at the stats and it's just this is
Night
Cam
and day,
Johnson's first
bro.
year in this role, and he was in the league for 4 seasons. I mean 5 seasons
And
before he got the role to be the guy. So you know what I mean.
right.
I just think Julius Randle he got the role a little faster. So you know what I'm saying. It's kind of difficult to battle just off of the strength that it's kind of unfair. You know what I mean?
And
So
now if you looked at the interview, the podcast with him on it, he's ready to be the third option. So which means that he's ready to give up the keys to Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett. Like, here, y'all two take handle this. You know what I mean? Which is the way it should have been, but we didn't have enough talent in his first I would say few years on the
mhm.
team, you know?
Yeah,
But
I
now like
mean, the East is tough because of the 3 pointers, and as much as we supposed to be known for defense, in the Eastern Conference, you got Boston. They led the league and did what they did because of 3 pointers. They shot very efficient behind the arc. You know what I'm saying? So do you think RJ could take that step? I mean,
of course.
how could you know? I mean, I think do you know how they don't get a chance to scout? They ain't scout for Jalen Brunson. They had no idea. Like I will say, y'all did shock the world. RJ Barrett said it. He didn't specifically shock the world, but Jalen Brunson definitely did. I mean, I think I believed in Jalen Brunson because y'all did. If I didn't hear y'all talk about him so much, I wouldn't know about him for real. Like
I,
I heard about him, but the way y'all talk about him, I had to, you know what I
I've
mean, do
always
my
known
homework.
about Jalen Brunson, right? But you got to remember, like he was behind Luca in Dallas the whole time, so he's not gonna get the recognition until he started busting ass for real. Pause. Um. But then he comes to the Knicks, and I kind of seen that coming, bro, because of the way he played in the playoffs and the way he played without when Luca was out in that first round. I said, yo, we might have something here. And the fact that he wanna be a Nick made it even better. Um, so he fits in perfect. Plus, he got history with the Knicks, being that his father was on the team as a player and as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So he been around, So
Yeah.
and then you got RJ Barrett, who was a fan of the Knicks growing up,
Mm-hmm.
who actually, and we Leon Rose actually put a good team together, which is kind of different because we haven't seen somebody do that in years. Because our front office was trash before that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, our front office was terrible.
Nah, but the better GMs are taking knowledge to teammates in college.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
very aware who your teammates were. I
yeah,
see it with
man.
Sacramento Kings, with the Knicks, now with the Brooklyn Nets. You got a player.
Yeah.
I think his name is Trendon.
The
He's
thing,
a
the
he's a Brooklyn Nets player, and I think he makes the roster because he played with Cam Thomas at LSU. You
I
know,
think that the one thing that the Knicks I like about my front office, I know a lot of Knicks fans, they kill our front office and they want them gone and all that because Leon Rose promised them a star and we haven't gotten it yet, and I'm okay with it because at the end of the day, you don't know what's going on the negotiation table, right?
But
So you
what
got
side of
all.
the fence y'all on, man? Is Jalen Brunson a star or not? To Nick
I think
fans,
I think he's a star already. You know, people don't give him
that's what
the
I'm saying.
credit.
Like,
People don't give him the credit he deserves. He's playing with the best of the best. And he's beating the best of the best. I mean, he when everybody, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Donovan Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell," and he beat him 2 straight years in the playoffs. 2 straight years in the playoff, washed them in the playoffs.
yeah, they're gonna be
So
rivals forever after what Jalen Brunson did.
yeah,
Because in the
you know
whole
what I
East
mean.
West thing, like you
That's
got
what
to
I'm
get
saying.
past me.
Like,
Like
yeah,
that's serious.
it
That's
is.
some. I won't say some magic and bird shit. What I will do is get the numbers and make it accurate. But I as a fan, calling myself big fan Breezy, it's a good time to be a fan of basketball, man. It's
Mhm.
about to be, we in a situation, Kev and Barry, where we seeing a one generation of players, great players, and LeBron and them watching them about to fade. You see, just the other day they had the Hall of Fame. See those players
Mhm.
get inducted. Then you see these players in the latter part of their career still really hooping out there, hooping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
For
saying?
real. Yeah.
Like, and being able to even see that, just seeing them hoop, because you get the players who see Magic Johnson always talk about him and how great he was, and I ain't gonna lie, as a fan, I believe it. But not to get off topic. It's just a good time to watch basketball right now, and I like rivalries, and it's not a rivalry if Jalen Brunson always beat Donovan Mitchell. I said all that to say that. And I
You know,
think the real rivalry is going to be between Mikal Bridges and Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson already proved to Donovan Mitchell it ain't no rivalry. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you work on the West and the East. Well, ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
So,
I don't think there's gonna be a rivalry between Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges. You know, because they real friends in real life. You know what I mean?
nah, they can't
And
let
they
that
want
take away
and
from your competitive edge.
nah, I mean, yeah, they probably will be competitive against each other, but I don't think it'll be like a rivalry. Rivalries like niggas hate each other. You know what I mean? Like
But
they
that's
don't
the
like each
beautiful thing.
other.
Hold on, I seen an interview the other day, and he was talking it basically like, "Yo, I was somewhere playing basketball, and I was like, oh wow, look at these guys. They almost got me hurt. Let me be careful because they're not pros. If you're playing somebody versus like your friends and stuff like that, you're gonna compete at top level, but you're just not gonna get them hurt. Like you're not gonna be sloppy out there and
That's what I'm
doing a bunch of
saying. Like,
extra shit to, you know what I'm saying, to
nah, they're
play
not gonna
dirty
do
and
that.
shit like that. Like,
They're not
no.
gonna do that. That's not, but I think Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, that could turn if Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson continue playing on the opposite team, that could turn into a real rivalry,
Bruh. But
something like that. But
let me ask you, because we don't know about, I don't know the history between Jalen Brunson and Villanova, that team, versus Donovan Mitchell when he was in college. I don't even know if there's a history
I
there.
don't think
But
so.
but what I'm saying is between Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges, there's real history there where they won together. And at the end of the day, they won together as teammates respectfully. They were very close in points. You could tell there was a 1-2 tandem, if anything. It was teammates for 4 seasons, to my knowledge. So I'm saying that to say they was hooping together for real. But now they're in a situation where, trust me, if Mikal Bridges come near, RJ gone. You know what I mean? For one, you know what I'm saying? It's no way y'all keep that same team intact with Mikal Bridges in the role he wants to play. The role he wants to play with the Brooklyn Nets, I don't even know we should entertain it, because I don't even know if he necessarily a fit in Tommy T, but love it because of the whole college thing. So I'm not even going to entertain that. But what I will say is that Mikal Bridges has to prove himself, and Cam Johnson would have never signed that contract to for 4 years. If he look, I will give credit to the Knicks fans and what they saying about Mikal Bridges. If Cam Johnson had a 2-year contract, then I'll be like, all right, y'all cooking with grease. He gonna be there in 2 years. But the fact that Cam Johnson got the 4-year contract, I gotta shy away from that, man. I gotta say that they're gonna be BFFs, man. Friends
Right.
forever, together forever, and always gonna win together. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I
But
don't know.
I don't know about that.
I've seen a lot of that happen, and I've seen a lot of breakup throughout the years. So you know,
yeah, see, we'll see, man. I just think that it's they being on the USA team, they hooping in the summertime. I seen Cam Thomas in an interview. He said, "Yo, a lot of players be doing their own thing," and I know Cam Thomas is a professional from what I seen and what I heard. And Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson is on the USA team playing together. So yeah, even if there's no other teammates playing together right now, DSJ he in the Miami Pro League, he ain't got no teammates there, but he hooping. Cam Thomas somewhere and he hooping. I'm saying all I have to say when training camp come, they gonna be ready for it.
You think Simmons is hooping right now?
They gonna be ready for
I think
competition.
I've seen clips of Ben Simmons hooping. I ain't gonna hold you.
Bro,
Um,
that video was from like 5 years ago.
nah,
Where,
that was a
where what video you saw?
nah, that was a recent video.
Bro,
I
that was
just seen it
recent, bro. Trust
recently.
me.
I'll kid you not. I seen it like a few days ago on
Nah,
Twitter.
Bro, it was
Vince,
5 years ago. Trust me, bro. They always do that, bro. Every summer they Ben Simmons taking jump shots. Then when the season start, he don't take none of them shits.
Nah,
all
I
right, listen. For what it's worth, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I've never had what he had, and it's a pinched nerve in the back. I got an injury when I was playing basketball in the rain, which I should have never did. I should have just called out, let y'all say whatever y'all want to say, and
yeah.
stay home. But anyway, the case in point is when I hurt my back, bro. When I
Yeah,
checked it out, they ain't say nothing bad about my nerve, but I
yeah.
was in pain, bro. So
Hmm.
if he had to get surgery, and like
Bro,
they
I
didn't
saw.
even ask me if I need surgery, and I was in pain. So I
So
can
if that
only
was the
imagine. You know what I'm
if
saying?
that was the case, why Sean Marks would trade for him then?
Yeah, I don't
Bro, I
understand that
can't
part.
explain all of the politics behind basketball, bro.
Even
All
like
I could
I remember times where KD was looking at him like, "Damn, bro, what the hell is wrong with you, man?" Like,
Yeah, bro. It was a play.
I
Bro, it was
remember
a play.
KD looking at him in disgust, like, "What the hell, man?"
Yeah, it was a play when he got hit in his nose, bro. The nigga went to the locker room. Katie look at this nigga like this nigga is fucking
Yeah,
soft. This
nah,
nigga I got me playing with. Oh nah, I'm out of here.
yeah, nah. Listen, I already know what it is, man. And
Miguel,
what I will
Miguel
say
Bridges
is
gonna get tired. I'm telling you, Cal
I'm
gonna be like,
yeah.
oh
focusing
yeah,
on
Another
next
thing I
season. You're
gotta
not
tell you
about to
this
have
too,
me
Breezy.
defend any
Like
of
yo,
Ben Simmons' actions from
Miguel's gonna be
last
like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the Knicks. I can't do it.
the other thing too, Breezy, is like Cam Thomas, right? Like, is he a real good team player? Because I remember when Mikal Bridges had that 40-point game, was
Yeah,
it?
he was jealous.
He was jealous, kid. Like you
bro.
could,
Nah, I'm gonna be
he didn't have
honest with you.
no like. It didn't seem like he was happy for
Nope.
Mikal. None of that. Like,
They even
no,
asked him in an interview. He was like, yeah, he did his thing.
yeah, like, but no emotion. Like, my God, come on, B. You supposed
Yeah,
to be like, yo, that was
Miguel,
because
a hell
what
of
yo,
a
about
no,
game.
nah. Listen, I'm gonna be
Cam
honest with
Thomas?
you,
Yeah,
bro.
go ahead.
Y'all need to let me do the
Okay.
voiceovers for Cam Thomas when he do his interviews, bro. Because I'm gonna say what he really wanted to say. What he was trying to tell y'all is, okay, he got 40, but I just had 40 the other day. I had 43 times. I don't know why these niggas sitting me. I should be playing.
But
Nah, he
You know
can't
what
say
I'm
that.
saying?
but at the end of
Like,
the
no,
day,
he not gonna
anytime,
say that. He gonna be professional because he know how the media is. He already said that Kyrie, his main man, pots and pans. So you
yeah,
know Kyrie hipped him the game and
yeah,
him
but
and KD.
at the end of the day, though, when you hear Mikal Bridges talk, you hear him, yo, I love my teammates. I try to get do
Yeah,
things to make my teammates better, blah 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 blah. But you don't hear that coming out of Cam Thomas' mouth.
yeah,
You
facts.
don't hear that. I got when
But I feel like
it's
Mikel took
two
shots at
different,
Cam too, though.
huh?
I feel like Mikel took shots at Cam too in the
I
interview.
mean, I don't know if he took shot at him, but I know in interviews when you hear Mikal talk, he always big up his teammates. He showed
Oh
mad love
yeah.
for his
Oh yeah, hell
teammates.
yeah.
You know, like I bet if Cam Thomas, he probably Mikal would have been like, "Yo, that was crazy." He went no, blah blah blah, showing mad love. But then when you go in the interview and you see him in the way his whole vibe was
Yeah,
like yo, I don't even want to be here kind of vibe, you know.
yeah.
So as a teammate, I think that as a teammate, I don't think Cam Thomas, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a good teammate, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
now I hear that, man. But at the end of the day, I feel like Cam Thomas is a human before he's a teammate, and he don't have the same experience as a basketball player as Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges' situation is a little more different. Mikal Bridges stayed in college for 4 seasons, and when he was a rookie, he was coming off the bench. Cam Thomas, as a rookie in college, was the man. Cam Thomas always been the man. He ain't trying to hear. He ain't the man. He know
Yeah.
he is. Don't
You can't
tell
be
him no
you can't
different.
be the man on the bench though.
No, no. But what I'm saying is, I'm not disagreeing with y'all saying that he is a teammate. That I'm not saying he jealous, but I'm definitely saying he want to shine too. Like, yeah, I could have been in
That's
the
why
game,
I
and
keep I'm
he
gonna keep
could have
saying
had
this.
40 if I was in the game too.
I'm
Like,
gonna
we
keep
both could have had 40. Why he only gonna have 40? Like,
if I
he's a
keep saying
player
it.
like that. Like, he's young too, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I just want to just give you a contrast of what I'm saying. He's young, bro. If he never left college, this season would be his senior year in college.
yeah,
He's young, bro.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
he
yeah,
think
it's
he
but
right.
like
if
Yeah,
God's
Cam,
gift
if
to earth.
Mikal Bridges is more NBA ready for him to take the
oh yeah,
be the leader
that's
of the
right.
team. But hold on, I just want to say this: being the leader of the team don't have to be the best offensive player of the team. I don't want. I want to see the impact of a two-way player in Mikal Bridges. That's why I want Cam Thomas to get minutes and score the ball so that we could see the most of Mikal Bridges on both sides of the
Yeah,
ball.
but
That's what I'm trying to say.
Cam, if he want to get his shine, he want to go to a different team.
Nah,
Yeah,
man, he can stay
he,
right here.
my thing with him is when I hear him say, "Oh yeah, I could be better than KD," bro. Chill your ass out. You ain't nowhere near the player KD will ever be.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
you to even
No,
put yourself, for you to even put
I
yourself at
think
that
he could.
level, he ain't at that level, bro. He's not on no
yeah. He
KD
just got.
level. He bugging.
Yeah,
Nah, I
I think
don't
he
think
just got
he
that
on
mentality.
KD
Like,
level, bro. He didn't prove himself, but I
He
think his
never could be
confidence.
on KD
He go,
level, bro.
he said he could average 25 points per game. I think you're gonna see a
Okay.
season
And in
of
three
Cam Thomas
games,
not this year.
averaging
listen,
25
he
points per
went
game.
he went on a he went on a roll last year where he scored 40 points in what was it, in a
Three
span of
games,
four
three.
games.
Yeah,
In a span of 4 games, he went 1 and 3 in those 40-point games. So you can't sit there and if that was KD would have been undefeated.
yeah,
If that
Man,
was
I ain't even
KD,
finna
if that
argue
was
with y'all,
KD,
man.
and he would have put up them points on that team, bro, they would have won those games, bro.
Like
yeah.
So
I
when I
seen
hear
KD
Cam
drop
Thomas,
40 on Detroit and we barely won that game.
but y'all
But it
still
was
won the game. Y'all
yeah,
still won the game though.
we
You
won
know what
the
I mean?
game, but bro,
And when
I'm
KD
saying
and listen, when KD was playing, y'all was the number one team. And then when y'all went down, it just showed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
bro. Remember when
When I
KD
hear
went
Cam
down, bro, and the
Thomas
Nets?
when I hear Cam Thomas say things like that, I'm like, bro, you don't
Yeah,
help in winning, bro. You don't
yeah,
help in winning. When KD went down that year before, y'all went on that 11-12 game losing streak. What the hell did you do to win?
yeah. That's true.
What did you do to
bro,
win, bro? You had every opportunity to help those teams when you ain't do shit. So
that
when I
was
hear
it. In my opinion, him being a rookie, like I said, and Cam Thomas defense, him being a rookie, if Nash is from one of the best offenses
no,
ever, and you don't got him drawing up plays, you asking a guy who basically got to the NBA the other day and he scored a ball from mid range or attacking the basket, but yet you put him in the offense to shoot all these 3 balls, pause, then it's his fault? No, that's the coach telling him to do that if you want to get minutes. And y'all see what they do to Cam Thomas when it comes to
yeah, but
minutes.
Cam
So
Thomas,
case in
Steve
point is he was
Nash,
just trying to stay in the game. He not even a
Uh,
3-point shot like that.
nah, but Steve Nash gave the green light to Cam Thomas plenty of times, bro. So we can't just
Wow.
sit here and say that, man. And second, don't sit here and blame Steve Nash, bro. Steve Nash is not he's not a real head coach, bro. They threw him to the wolves. John Fox threw him to the wolves, bro. There was plenty of other coaches that was out there that could have been hired over Steve Nash. That's on your front office. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
You
don't.
know what I
I'm not
mean?
shaking that.
Yeah.
So
That's
when
fine.
it comes to Cam Thomas, bro, you need to settle yourself down and work on your defense.
Yeah.
I think
Offensively, you
if
got
he
a bad.
averages 25 points
Offensively,
per game, I don't need him to be a two-way player. I just don't need
yo,
him to be a
Bro,
bro,
he's not
two-way.
averaging
that's
25 points, bro.
outrageous. That's outrageous, bro. What you
Bro, he's
mean?
not averaging
What you
25. I
mean?
can bet money
Bro,
on
all
that.
right. So
You
hold
know
on.
how
What I'm
much
saying
better?
is, when you think of the top scorers in the league, all of them are two-way players.
Not all of them, but most of them. Jimmy Butler is a two-way player. A player.
He's the top
KD's a
scorer in the
two-way
league.
player. Bradley Beal was a two-way player. I mean, we got to a lot of two-way, but Jalen Brown is a two-way player. Jason Tatum is a two-way player. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, what are we talking about? Mikal
Those two
Bridges is a
players. Oh,
two-way
those other
player.
players like
Uh,
Bradley Bill was hardly there. You know what I'm
hurt, but he's
saying?
still a two-way player though. He's still a two-way player. You know what I mean? You got a lot of players out there that's two-way players, man. He's a one-way player.
Yeah,
If he
can't
could
no play.
work, if Cam Thomas could work on his defense and become a better two-way player, I
Yeah,
bet you Jack Vaughn will be giving him crazy minutes. But if you're gonna
yeah,
be at that, and then not only are you not a two-way player, you a one-sided player, but then
yeah,
you got a fucked up attitude on top of that.
Nah,
yeah. That's
did
true.
you
Yeah,
see
he
the
do,
interview?
bro. Yeah, he do. I be seeing him pouting on the bench,
Nah, but
mad
did you
and
see the
shit.
interview
Like,
he had?
of course, bro. I seen the interview.
Yeah, all right. Then you see that he's ready for the New York media. He's ready for the heckle fans.
How
He
you
ain't
know
going
that? How you
You
know that
should have
though?
been. You should have been ready
to
already,
me.
bro.
How I know
You've
that?
been in
I
Brooklyn
can
for three
see it in
years.
his poise. I can see it in his
Oh, come on,
calmness.
bro.
I can see
Bro,
it in
Come
how
on, bro.
he
Here
is.
you
tell
go with
you.
this
I
I'm
shit.
gonna
seen him
tell
under
you.
pressure. I him,
Li-
seen him hit a game
Listen,
winners. What are we talking
listen.
about?
I'm gonna tell you what
Pressure. He made
ruined.
love the pressure.
I'm gonna tell you what ruined Cam Thomas, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. Those guys ruined him.
They helped. They helped
They
Cam Thomas
ruined.
become an
They
NBA
ruined
player
him, bro. They ruined him
professionally.
because they saw Cam Thomas. Yo, it's like a kid. Okay, they're like sponges. Okay, so you got KD, Kyrie, and all these fools acting up, and now you got this little young dude wet behind the ears, can't clean his ass right, following their same footsteps.
Nah, it's not true. He
That
been
is true. It is true. That's
he
why he got his little attitude. He think he better than everybody, bro, and you not.
he
Yeah,
don't think he better than everybody. He
he
think
ain't
he
never been.
brought.
He ain't even better than Mikal Bridges.
No, I think at the end of the day, he don't look at it like that. As far as when he spoke about being a teammate, he got big respect for Mikal Bridges. And again, he don't feel like he needs to. How you say? He's a teammate. He know what it is to be a teammate. And it's funny. Barry is there, agreeing with Kev about it. When KD is probably one of the worst teammates, and I'm saying
that's
greatest
cap.
players, worst teammates.
That's
You know
cap.
what I'm saying?
That is cap.
Well, I don't know. I can't
Bro,
say
he
that
got
because
swept twice
I
Bro,
in the
seen, I
playoffs,
seen,
man.
yo, bro, I
swept
seen how
twice where?
I
He only
seen
got
how
swept
he
one
dipped
time.
on. I seen how he dipped
Oh
on
yeah.
Russell Westbrook and went to Golden State. I seen that was crazy.
Oh yeah, but you couldn't play with Russ though, bro. You couldn't win with Russ, bro.
Yo, they got to the finals together. That's bogus, bro.
Bro, they couldn't
I
win with
mean,
Russ. Bro, all
they
right, all right.
couldn't,
Since all
bro.
right, let's listen to me. Since Katie left Westbrook, where he has won, he never passed the
Yo,
first
Russell
round.
Westbrook. Yo, bro, Russell Westbrook has been to the playoffs without KD a few times, bro.
Bro,
You
I'm
know?
talking about since Katie left Westbrook, he never passed the first round though, bro.
Okay.
Westbrook is not
Good.
a winning
Good.
player. He's a good player. He hustles and shit, but he's not a winning player.
But
See,
That's
this
why
since he
is
he.
left,
what I'm
but
saying.
KD, but since KD left Russell Westbrook, I mean, well, he's won. I can't really because he won those titles with Steph Curry. But
Yeah.
Without Steph Curry, he don't get past the second round either, bro. Because
Who?
ever since KD left Golden State, he hasn't got out the second round, bro.
I mean, he went to the second round, yeah, but
And
I
he's had a
mean,
Can't
lot
go
of,
win
and
it.
he's had some really good players around him. He still can't get out the second round.
he
Yo,
went. But
what
remember, Harden and Kyrie got injured though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like if
James
they never
Harden
got
still
injured, the
played
Nets
though.
would have won that year.
James Harden still played though, and he
Yeah,
still
but
played
he
really
wasn't hundred
well.
percent though. He wasn't 100%.
He wasn't, but he still put up numbers.
Yeah, but he was like, come on, he couldn't take no shots on that hamstring.
Right. He still had a triple double in that one game, then like game seven. You know,
Yeah, but
so
he couldn't really like shoot. You feel me? So it's like,
feel that.
Yo, man, KD is a Phoenix Suns player, and listen, the Phoenix Suns don't run the West, man. Listen, the team
And the
that
Nets, and the
the
Nets,
team that beat
and the
y'all in the
Nets is the
playoffs. Hold on,
and the
hold on.
Nets is the playing team.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. The Suns, the team that beat y'all in the playoffs, is
Yeah.
the team that y'all gonna continuously gonna have to see. That's a real duo that's gonna stay together. Now, I will give you credit to say that both of them are great players and they did hoop, but they weren't better than the Denver Nuggets. So my point is,
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, as much as he, I hear what Kev's saying about Cam Thomas, but I'm kind of putting that to Kevin Durant. As much as
You're gonna put
no,
everything in pity, bro. Right?
as much as Kevin Durant is a great player, he's gonna have to realize that just because you played great, you still could have impacted winning. You could have played great and lost and say, "Oh yeah, fuck it, I had a good game." Or you could really not have a great game, but you impact winning, scoring wise. But the way he impact winning is scoring, and if he don't score the ball,
Bro, he makes his
bro, he
teammates
don't
better. Why
impact
you,
winning like that.
bro? He makes his teammates better though. What are you talking about? You're not making no sense. He makes
Bro,
He do,
better.
man. He do. He do.
he makes the teammates better, yeah, bro, but he could be stopped.
Nah, I don't know.
But that his actions off the court is like, yo, man, what you doing?
And my knock ain't even on the Booker and KD, but trying to win the very next year with a new coach is tough when it ever happens.
Yeah, I don't see Phoenix winning a championship. I'll be honest with you, man.
Y'all gonna bite your words.
Once KD, Bradley, Bill, Booker go down, it's gonna be a dub because
See,
I
that's what
don't
y'all
think that
praying
they
for.
got real depth either. They
I
That's
they
what
don't
y'all
pray
they
praying
don't
for
got
that,
no
man.
depth,
You
bro.
funny as hell.
I know that's your favorite player, but it is what it is, bro.
for. But a healthy Suns team, they win in the championship easy.
Nah,
If
Bro,
they
they gotta
healthy.
come out the West.
Bro,
I don't see it, bro. Y'all and they
alright, we
still
don't
don't
see.
have who's gonna run the point. Who's gonna run the
Bro,
point?
in this league, who's a real point guard? Let's be fair.
Bro,
Let's be
you
fair.
do need a point guard. You do need a
Bro,
point guard, bro.
The Nuggets just won the championship. Do they got a real point guard?
Yes, they do. They got Jamal
Who?
Murray, bro.
But he wasn't running the point though.
But he is a
It
point
was
guard
Nurkic.
though.
It was Nurkic. What are you talking about?
But he's still a point guard though.
You mean
Jamal Murray,
Jokic?
if you
Yeah,
look at
but
it,
he
he's a
wasn't setting
point
nobody up
guard.
though. It was Joker. It was setting everybody up.
Yeah, but still, Jamal
All
Murray.
right, let's go. All right,
Without
Warriors won the. No,
let's make this one thing clear. Without Jamal Murray, the Nuggets do not win a championship
we all know
last
that.
year, bro.
We all know that.
So stop discrediting Jamal Murray. You know what I mean? He's a real point guard. He's a
I want to say
he
point. I
he's a
say he's
better
a two
point
guard.
guard
He's a
than what
two
the
guard.
Suns and the Nets got.
Nah, he's a two guard. I want to say he's a point.
Nah, he's a one. He could play. He's a combo guard, really, but he could play the. He's a good point guard, bro. What other point guard do the Nuggets have that's better than him
Joker.
right now?
Bro,
Nobody.
Joker's a better point guard than him. What are you talking about?
Who?
Joker.
Joker is not a point guard, bro. He's
But he's
just
a
a big
point
man who can
center.
pass.
He's
He's
a
a
he
big
is
man
a
who can
great
You
center.
pass,
so
bro.
you gonna sit here and say Murray's a better passer than Joker?
I'm saying I
No,
just said he's a big man who can pass. You said Jokic is a point guard. I said no, he's a big man who can pass. But you're
right.
trying to discredit Jamal Murray like he's not a point guard. He is a point guard, bro.
No, no. I feel like he's a scoring guard to me.
He
But
could be
even if
yo.
you could
He's a
consider him a
combo
combo
guard.
guard, he do what point guards do. He run a
He
pick and
do it
roll with the Joker.
exactly, bro,
Like
all the
he do the
time.
stuff that they do. Like if he could do both, then all right, cool. But it's not like he only a two guard at the point
Right.
guard
But
position.
So
he don't get
He's
his
a he's
teammates
a
involved
he's
like
a he's,
Joker though. He don't get his teammates involved like Joker though. Joker gets
so
everybody involved.
bro,
yeah,
they
but
formula work, bro. Whatever you want to call it, and at the end of the day, it's working. I mean, now if it was wrong, I would critique it more with you. But at the end of the day, they formula working. If that's what they
yeah,
doing and it's working, I gotta respect it.
Yeah, no,
And
they're
again,
nice.
I
right.
think the way they use
But he
Jamal
do
Murray,
play the point guard for to what Cap said. Like
he
he
do.
is the point guard
Mm,
for that team.
I feel like he's a
He is.
scoring guard to me.
Bro, all
He's a
right. So again, to what I was saying
combo.
earlier, he runs that pick and roll, and you need that point guard to run the pick and roll. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You need your point guard to know how to do that. Like that's
yeah,
got to be one on one. The first thing you learn as a player and a teammate. Like, come on.
yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say that he do that with the Joker, or he might do that with Michael Porter. You know what I'm saying? He'll do that with other players. You know what I mean? So, or
But
even Eric Gordon.
Joker does it more though.
No, I'm not saying he don't, but I'm just saying Joker is an anomaly where you got a big man that's a point forward or a point center. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
bro,
that's
like
not a point
bro.
guard. You know what I mean? Even if you want to say he's a combo too, you can call him a combo. You
Yeah,
know, but at the end of the day, you get with all of the stuff that you ask for in a point guard, you get from Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you need that guard to have a pick and pop. You want your point guard to have a jumper. You know, yo,
yeah.
let's call it what it is. I'm not gonna. I'll be honest. When I used to play the game, and I told you I liked all those teams. When I used to assemble the game with my friends and all that, as a little innocent kid,
Don't lie.
play the video
You was a
game.
fan. You was a fan of the Bulls.
Listen,
Fan of the
listen,
Bulls.
but no, but what I'm saying is outside of that's not making my point because of course you're gonna pick Jordan first. But I'm saying when I would assemble teams, some of those times I would pick a point guard first. It was important that I pick my point guard first. I need my point guard because my point guard bringing the ball up, you can't just rip him. You can't just steal the ball when you want. Like he's gonna guard the ball, that he can get past and get to the paint and facilitate. You
Yeah,
always need a point guard to find other guys and involve the teammates so that way you don't know where the ball going and who's going to score the ball. You know, that's what point guards are effective and why they impact the game or how they impact the game as a point guard. Like, I get it. And you do get that in Jokic, and he do draw the double team. And
yeah,
but better place is when he draw the double team and find,
yeah.
so I get it. I get what you're saying. And like, that's basketball. I get it. But at the end of the day, bro, yeah, it is working for them, man. So if you want to call him a combo guard, have at it, bro. But at the end of the day, shit, you need that point guard to score the ball just to be a threat for the pick and roll. You
Yeah.
know, otherwise you just gonna roll with the big man to the paint and give the jumper lead an open jumper. You need the point guard to be able to come off that pick and roll and knock down that jumper. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that
Jamal
sounds
Murray
like
could do that.
Ben Simmons not gonna do that.
Jamal Murray could do that.
All right, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on with Ben Simmons, man. Until he's ready to play, I ain't going there.
My Ben Simmons' whole problem is mental. It's a mental thing, bro. You
Yeah,
know,
probably so.
that's a whole mental thing. But when it comes to the Suns, I just don't see them coming out the West, bro.
We'll see.
I don't. You know, I could be wrong. You
If
know,
they
but
win, I'm coming back to this same.
nah, you can. I'm fine. I don't. You don't need to. You don't need to find this video because I'll tell you myself I was wrong. I don't. You know, I don't care saying I'm wrong.
And
You know what
trust
I
me, if
mean?
KD wins,
But,
gets that third ring, all Nets fans, man, y'all better don't look my way.
man, that's gonna be tough, man. Like, it's gonna be tough, man. Because you
Nah,
know,
it's gonna be tough though,
yo,
because the Nuggets
there's
is
no
nice.
faith in those guys, bro. Like the super team era is about to be a dub, bro.
Yeah, after I feel like after the Phoenix, it's gonna be dub
It's
for
a
that.
dub, bro. It's a
Yeah,
dub. The shit don't work. I be telling people. That's why I be telling Nick. I be trying to tell Nick fans, like, you know, I know y'all want the star. Y'all want to chase a star. Star. Get a
yeah,
star. Get a star. But it's like, yo, get a star. In order to get a star, you gotta break up your whole team just to get a
yeah.
star.
I
And then
mean, Donovan Mitchell's gonna be there in 2 years, so
if
'cause
he's
he's
gonna
not
come
staying.
through if he's gonna come through free agency, I don't mind.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't mind. Because we could sign him and not have to break nothing up. We don't do
yeah.
no sign and trade. I'm good with it. You know what I mean?
He wants to come to the Knicks,
He does. You
Yo,
know?
yo, let me
and
pick
and
up.
he's from the Bronx too. So
Let me pick up this conversation with y'all later, bro.
All right.
Yo, shout out to Barry, shout out to Kev, shout out to the chat. Next fans, the best fans, man. Love y'all. Peace.